What's good, my peopleizations? I see they're not sending out the notifications, huh? Kingsley Safo, TDC LLC, Rico Breland, Eman Noel, Yova, Mondez D America, Stephen Young, my brother. What's going on? So they refused to send out the notifications today, huh? Come on, man. Sherman Callahan, Asim Khan, DP Rocker, Nerdy Crash, Grind Hard Sports Nation, Tunnel Vision, Loppy 2K. What's going on with you, great brother? Jaquavius Moore, my brother. Okay, Kurt. Big Nick 32, Pima Guilestein, DP Rocker. What's going on? Big Nick 32. What's going on? Auntie Vaughn, Benjamin Harrington. What's going on with you? I see they just refuse to send out the notification. Obsidian Lion, the Code Keeper. What's going on with you, great brother? They're not sending out the notification. Christopher Johnson, what's going on, great brother? No notifications today, huh? Isaac Grimaldo, what's going on? Come on, man. Marquise Brown, what's going on? Grell Sobelli, road to 100K. Salute to my brother. Yes, sir, great brother. King P, Valley Boy, Lofe Los, what's going on? Charlo's all cap. Flumencio El Rentero, Flu Dog in the house. Johnny Q, Mr. Mel Advice died. Marky Dan 123. Victor Ramirez. What's going on, my great people? Yeah, man. So let's get into this. Darius Garraway, what's going on? Yeah, they're not sending out the notifications, but let's work. P&A Guthrie, what's going on? Canelo won't, but Billy was putting up a good fight. Canelo won, but Billy, yeah. Chris, what's going on? Grind Hard Sports Station, what's going on? Mona D's D America. East Oakland 3500, my brother. Larry Roy, what's going on? What's good, my great people? What's going on, great people? So, yeah, interesting, right? Jermall Charlo says he'll go up to 168 now. As I told you guys, I said to you guys that Manson HK, Travis Touchdown, what's going on? I told you guys Chantel Hill, what's going on? When I told you guys when y'all came here talking about why does Jermall have to go to 168? He's not a 168 pounder. Here we go, saying Jermall got to go to 168. Why you keep saying that, Blue? Why he got to go up to Chappelle Show 56? What's going on? Why does Jamal have to go to 168? He's not a 168 pounder. Richie Denby, what's going on? Right? Why he have to go up to 168? He ain't a 168 pounder. Right? Mr. Cool Guy, what's going on? Ain't that what he said? Manson HK. He said he ain't going to 168. So let me ask you a question. You speaking for him, but he said he'll go to 168. Did he not? Yes or no? Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up to 150. You speaking for him, but did he not say that he'd go to 168? B. Paulie, my brother, what's going on? Yes or no? Jamil Allen, what's going on? Kendall Stowers, what's going on? Yeah, he got a lisp. Yeah, that was hilarious. Fly High 89, James Diamond, what's going on? NWA, what's going on? Puerto African, what's going on? Why not take the David fight? I said the same thing, but I'm saying he said he'll go. What did I tell y'all was going to happen? What did I tell y'all? Asim Khan, what's going on? What did I tell y'all was going to happen? I told you that if offered, when everybody came here, when I said that he should just go ahead and fight him if he can go fight. Oh, why he got to go to 68? He ain't 168 pounders. So I asked the question. Anthony LeGrande Jr., what's going on? I asked the question. Jerry Alexander, Jay Richard, Tone Corleone, what's going on? Oli Femi, what's going on? I asked the question. I said, so if he was offered the fight with Canelo Alvarez at 168, he not gonna go? What did everybody come? No, he ain't going to 168. Why he got to go to 168? He ain't 168 pounder. Boxing good. What's going on? Brian Chanel Jr. What's going on? Taylor for Wealth. What's going on? Why he got to go to 68? Isn't that what y'all said? Oh, he going to 68. He ain't going to 168. He not a junior middleweight. Why he got a super middleweight? Why he got to go to Vince Williams? What's going on? Herman Schmidt. What's going on? And I told you guys, I said, okay. So if Canelo Alvarez said, I want to fight you at 168, is he going to go yes or no? Right? Terry Smoot Jr., Tyreek Kelly, what's going on? Right? And everybody here's, well, he not 100 RNS1. What's going on? CB Sports TV, my brother Carl Burrell, what's going on? Well, he not 168 pounder. Why he got to go to 168 for David Benavidez? Here we go. Didn't y'all say this? Here we go. Pushing Jermall Charlo to go to 168. Here we go. Now we pushing him to go to 168. Ain't that what y'all said? Jafari Caesar, what's going on? So now he volunteered. Hamilton Steele, Romel Lane, what's going on? So now he volunteered. And now he says, Stephen Lamontes Hawkins, what's going on? It's not about the belt. It's not about the money. It's about the fans need to see this fight. Stephen Lamontes Hawkins, Joe H., what's going on? Now it's about the fans just needing to see this fight. But when I told y'all the fans wanted to see Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez, y'all said, why he have to go to 168? And I said, he's bigger than everybody at 60. So he go to 168, right? He's bigger than Canelo. Canelo did it. Lamar Davis, what's going on? Right? Now, once again, he said, Texas T346, Lamar Davis, what's going on? He said, I would go to 168 and knock out David Benavidez. Journeyman, what's going on? That's what he said. So when we said, okay, we want to see you go to 168, and y'all started saying, and this is what I said about the fans. Southern T Boxing, what's going on? This is what I said to y'all about the fans. Be a fan of the sport of boxing. It bowls better for you. It works out better for you. Be a fan of the sport of boxing first. Armin Acosta, what's going on? Southern T Boxing, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother Southern T Boxing. My brother Southern T Boxing was one of those people. Slim Jim 314, what's going on? And y'all know I'm going to call him out and see him. You was one of those people saying why he got to go to 168. Now he volunteered to go to 168. But y'all said that he's not a 168 pounder. Frisner Charles, what's going on? Mr. Euro Dollars, what's going on? Because it's a Sherman Callahan, Gia James Khalil 98, what's going on? Because it's a big fight. Because see, what I told you guys is exactly exclusive news insider. What's going on? And Southern T Boxing, drop the link. So we family. But you know I'm going to call a spade a spade. Orlando Garcia, Jaquan Pickett, Ruben Perez, what's going on? I'm going to always call a spade a spade. So this is what I told you guys. So guess what he said? It's not about the money. It's not about the legacy. It's not about the fame. This is what the fans need to see. Well, the fans was calling for you to fight David Benavidez as well. B King 29, what's going on? Fred Hampton, what's going on? The fans was called, so now it's about the fans. This is what I told y'all guys. Be a fan of the sport of boxing first, because this is what I learned. Let me tell y'all, Ketty Peach 504, what's going on? I learned it the hard way. DB 100, Sylvester Solomon 2011, what's going on? I learned the hard way. You know why? Being a fan of the fighters, engaging too much with the fighters, they're going to disappoint you every single time. Never fails. Every single time. Boxing Truth Sermon, what's going on? Ram, what's going on? Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, what's going on? Every single time, they're going to make you look silly. Never fails. Julio Pino, what's going on? It never fails. So now, we the fans come in and be like, Black Reality TV, what's going on? We the fans come in and be like, no, he can't, he ain't John Legene, what's going on? Where you been at? Evangel Dixon, what's going on? Right? We the fans come, Dogman J, what's going on? And be like, no, he ain't, we defend him. And then they come and do this. Asim Khan, what's going on? Susu, what's going on? Trill Will 07, what's going on? St. Louis Mick, what's going on? Asim Khan said, are you referring to Wilder? No. I'm talking about Jermall Charlo with the David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez. As soon as the fight was over, he said, quote, never mind the money. It's not about the money. It's not about the weight. It's not about any of those things. It's just about the fans needing to see this fight. Well, now it's about the fans calling for the fight. Saeed Abdul, what's going on? Abdullah, what's going on? EK, what's going on? Now it's about the fans giving the fans what they want to see. Now it's about giving the fans what they want to see. Greg Abernathy, what's going on? I learned this the hard way. I kid you not, the hard way. I did this too many times, and then the boxers go and they do the polar opposite. So he said it's about the fans. Now it's about giving the fans what they want to see. He said, Chilltown Majors, Deion Smith, what's going on? Now D. Will, what's going on? Randy Ramirez, what's going on? Now he says that we got to do this for the fans. Nelson Armstrong, what's going on? Now we got to do it for the fans? So the fans who had much buzz, automated comment, what's going on? When it was being talked about with Jermall Charlo, not Jermall. When it was being talked about, Matthias DC, what's going on? Abraham Jackson, what's going on? Roller Mata 007, what's going on? When it was being talked about Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez, that was the hottest topic on social media as far as boxing goes. Chad Quinn Jr., what's going on? Johnny Aiello, what's going on? That was David Freeman, what's going on? That was one of the hottest topics about boxing on every platform. Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez. So that didn't indicate that the fans wanted to see it? That wasn't an indication that the fans wanted to see that? See that fight? Triple Lex, my brother, what's going on? It was the hottest thing. Rax, what's going on? Cedric Battles, what's going on? It was the hottest thing on Albert Garza, what's going on? Chris Leggett, what's going on? Jose Serta, what's going on? It was the hottest thing about boxing. That was an indication that the fans wanted to see it. And guess what? There's no middleman that has to be crossed. Right? So listen to this. He said it's not about sides of the street promotional companies. Jamal Davis, what's going on? Bobo, what's going on? Darian LaCruz, what's going on? Ram, what's going on? It's not about Kaz, what's going on? OJ Gaming, what's going on? He said it's not about promotional networks or money. It's about giving the fans the fight they want to see. Well, you are on the same side of the street as David Benavidez. Derek Ray, what's going on? Emmanuel Hardwick, what's going on? You on the same side of the street as David Benavidez. Marcel Townsend, what's going on? Anthony Jones, what's going on? And we already know. And let me tell you why I'm making mention of this. Let me tell you why I'm talking about this. Because go to 168 and fight David Benavidez. It's a huge fight. Why? Because we already know Canelo Alvarez is not looking to fight Jermall Charlo next. We already know he's already scheduled to fight your stablemate in Caleb Plant. Boston and Barbecue, what's going on? Roy Boy Florida, what's going on? C-Mac, what's going on? We already know he's already, so go, okay. Eric Wingfield, what's going on? He should have been saying, Tay, what's going on? Instead of, he should have been telling everybody involved, listen, I need to fight David Benavidez next. If David Benavidez is coming, if Canelo Alvarez is coming to this side and fighting Caleb Plant, Chivo Dank, what's going on? Ivan Masita, what's going on? He's coming to this side and he's fighting Gene Grove, what's going on? He's fighting a stablemate of mine of the PBC. Let's keep him here. How do we keep him here? Carlo Realist, what's going on? Let's keep him here. How do we keep him here? I'm going to fight David Benavidez. I fight and beat David Benavidez at 168. I'm at your division again. I'm on your doorstep again. Jessica Burley, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? Ken Massey, what's going on? I am on your doorstep again. I was on your doorstep at 54. I was on your doorstep at 60. And now I'm on your doorstep again at 68. And I just beat what was considered to be once the best super middleweight in the world. Now, Canelo was that now. But at one point in time, it was David Benavidez. So I just beat him. He never lost in the ring. Jose Juarez, what's going on? And it's going to be an action-packed fight. It's going to be Fight of the Year candidate. Jose Juarez, what's going on? Texas Mafia Cards 30, what's going on? Klotz, what's going on? And it's going to be Fight of the Year, my brother's keeper, what's going on? Fight of the Year candidate. It's going to be Fight of the Year, Brian Morgan, what's going on? Smash the like button. Support the channel, support the grind. I know we got 540 people. I know we don't have 540 likes. So smash the like button. Let's work. Now we got 565 people. Let's work. Smash the like button. Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, what's going on? So PLG Ski, what's going on? So we already know that he's fighting Caleb Plant. Well, and Texas Southern T Boston, he said, I always thought it was Caleb Plant. Well, right, it came down to Caleb Plant, Hassan 82, what's going on? Dane Watson, Ricky Wright, what's going on? It came down to Caleb Plant and Juan M. Escamilla, what's going on? David Estrada, Isidro Bermudez, what's going on? Spice Kid, what's going on? Smash the like button, support the channel, support the grind. Donate to the channel, donate to the grind, support the channel, support the grind. I don't know why my camera's doing this. Right? Truly Epic, what's going on? Just Joe King, what's going on? GB Young Strike, what's going on? So, like I said, She's God Mo, what's going on? So it came down to Caleb Plant and David Benavidez, right? That was the biggest fight at super middleweight. Everybody, I am Claudius, what's going on? Everybody wanted to see David Benavidez versus PMD 18, what's going on? Versus David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. That was the biggest fight at 168. But it was no doubt most people favored David Benavidez. He was the bigger name at 168. Sean Gibson, what's going on? We got 258 likes and we got 650 people. Ronald Morgan, what's going on? Where they do that at? Show me what's going on. Support the channel, support the grind. Donate to the channel, donate to the grind, support the channel, support the grind. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. Smash the like button. Right? IH is what's going on. So, right, it came down to those two guys, right? So now you get the opportunity. Justin Hawkins, what's going on? And it's widely being, speculated that Canelo Alvarez was avoiding David Benavidez. Germany 2684, what's going on? When David Benavidez was the champion, he didn't want to fight David Benavidez. So now you get the opportunity. Go up to 168 and beat David Benavidez. What more could be said? Everybody's going to be like, okay, we need Slick T. What's going on? CX Louis, what's going on? Crimson Fire, what's going on? We need to see Canelo versus Jermall Charlo, especially if Canelo Alvarez beats Caleb Plant. Right? Don't give him an out. Don't give him an out. Because let me tell you something. Iffy, what's going on? Brian Chanel Jr., what's going on? Let me tell you something. Canelo Alvarez beats David Benavidez. Canelo Alvarez beats Caleb Plant. He's leaving the division. I smell smoke too. What's going on? Robert S550 staying. What's going on? He's leaving. DeHaven Alexander, what's going on? He's leaving the division. He's headed out the division. He's not staying for Jermall Charlo. He's not staying for Jermall Charlo. He beats Caleb Plant, becomes undisputed at 160 and 168. He's not staying around at 168. For what? Why would he stay there for Jermall Charlo? Gene Grove, what's going on? Groundhog Sports Nation, my brother in Super Chat. Canelo will go to 175 if Jermall beats Benavidez, assuming Canelo beats Plant. He'll be undisputed already. Well, you give him a reason to have to stay there. You have to give him a reason to stay there. If you don't give him a reason to stay there, he's leaving. No doubt, Southern T. Boston, we family. Right? You don't give him a reason to stay there, well, then he's leaving. You follow what I'm saying? Oh man, I just pushed the wrong button. Salute to my brother Groundhog Sports Nation, man. Appreciate you, great brother. Jerry Alexander, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Off topic, but isn't Canelo doing the same as Spence, cleaning up his side, then crossing the street for Plant for undisputed? But no one says Canelo is a ducking Plant like they say Errol is ducking Bud. This is a fact. That's a fact, great brother. Trail Will 07, what's going on? That's a fact. Jeremy Joseph, what's going on? And Jerry Alexander, Canelo's a free agent. He could do what he wants. He don't have to stay over there. He's a free agent. He's not signed to anybody. He's signed to his own self. Raphael Harmon, what's going on? Canelo Alvarez Promotions. He could do what he wants. He could go where he wants. Toxic Trips, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? He could do what he want. He could go where he want. He could do whatever he's... Jeffrey Tate, what's going on? Iffy, what's going on? You understand? He could move how he so choose. Ball Jr., what's going on? Peace be free, what's going on? He said he leaving anyway. Well, wouldn't it be better, Chevelle Solomon, Jorge Gomez, what's going on? Wouldn't it be better to give him a reason to stay? If you feel like he gonna leave anyway, well, wouldn't it be in your best interest to give him a reason to stay, opposed to not giving him a reason and he leave anyway? What you want to do is give him a reason to stay. If you don't even attempt to give him a reason to stay, then Art P, what's going on? Ohio Horder, what's going on? You follow what I'm telling you? You got to give him Ryland Gibson, what's going on? Right? Emmanuel H, my brother, what's going on? Be safe out there on the road. Eric Diaz, Roy H, C Love, what's going on? Emmanuel Pettigrew, what's going on? You got to give him a reason to stay. If you're not even going to attempt to give him a reason to stay when you ain't trying to fight him. Nehemiah Glover, what's going on? You're not even trying to fight him. You got to give that man a reason to stay there. Right? We saw what he just did to Andrade. Who does Andrade have to... What Canelo just did with Demetrius Andrade? Whose fault is that? Demetrius Andrade's. Whose fault is that? That's Demetrius Andrade's fault. Tay, my brother in the Super Chat, he said, don't dare compare Canelo to Spence. Canelo won an undisputed at 160, but ducked Andrade for the last belt and Sergey as his mandatory. Oh, well, yeah, no, he's comparing. He's not. See, this is where we get confused. He's not comparing. Gio Rod, what's going on? He's not Lou Villa, what's going on? Quentin Stewart, what's going on? He's not comparing him to Spence. He's comparing the situation that Spence is in to the situation that Canelo Alvarez is in. Groundhog Sports Nation, my brother in Super Chat. What's the reason to stay? Beating Benavidez is the best thing he can do. Exactly. You beat Benavidez. Eric Diaz, what's going on? Truth Hurts, what's going on? You understand? Grease Junkies died. What's going on? Kenneth Wise, Boxing Greats. Joe H, what's going on? Bella Brittany, peace, blessings, Queen. How you doing today? So my thing is, right? You beat David Benavidez at 168. What bigger statement is made? Rafael Gooden, what's going on? How can you make a bigger statement than that? Daniel Garcia Rodriguez, Juan Ramirez, what's going on? So at that point in time, you could tell Canelo, listen, defend your titles. Sergeant Slaughter, what's going on? Defend your titles against me. Right? Or who you going? EBK, Jay Muna, what's going on? You understand? Who at that point in time, you got to ask Canelo, listen, that's the biggest fight. What fight you going to seek out? What fight you gonna seek out now? What are you looking for? Mystery Ty, what's going on? TY, my brother, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? Charles Milam, what's going on, great brother, in the super chat? Appreciate you. Ethan Fresh 73, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? So you got to make a statement. Fighting Macio, whatever his name is, RP, what's going on? That's not a statement. That ain't gonna do it. Polio Art, my brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Supporting the grind, supporting the channel, man. Much love. Jafari Caesar, my brother in the super chat. Did you hear reporters tell Andre to get out? Wow. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because he did it to himself. So, but see, Albert Doherty, what's going on? But see, when you tell the T what's going on, when you tell the truth, right? Right? See, people don't like to hear the truth. When you say, listen, this is the truth, right? They don't want to hear that. Andre put himself in that situation, people. He did it to himself. Yeah, smash the like button, man. We got 700 people. Let's get 700 likes, man. We got 700 people. Let's get 700 likes. Smash the like button. So Andre did this to himself. He moved wrong. He moved wrong. He moved incorrectly. He moved incorrectly, and this is the response he get. Canelo Alvarez is never going to fight Demetrius Andrade. Ever. Ever. Never. He's never going to fight Demetrius Andrade. Never. And you heard what Canelo said? Who'd you fight? What'd you do? He had the opportunity to fight Jermall Charlo. He pulled out. Now, Chris Rob Media TV, what's going on? Right? He had the opportunity. The one LV, my brother LV, what's going on with you, great brother? Right? He pulled out of that fight. Boxing Dad, what's going on? He had the opportunity to fight Jermall Charlo. He pulled out of the fight. Then, at one point in time, Rosello Pompa, what's going on? Frank Gonzalez, what's going on? C-Mac, what's going on? Remember this. At one point in time, remember that everything happened with Demetrius Andrade, he was supposed to fight Billy Joe Saunders, right? And Billy Joe Saunders was removed from the fight. We understand. TR, what's going on? Kashif Dixon, Fat Cat Shadowboxing, what's going on? Right? Right? Exactly, Bella Brittany, right? And so you got to give him a reason. See, because Canelo Alvarez still, his pride is high. So you got to give him a reason to want to fight you. John Blaze 06, what's going on? But if you don't give him a reason, like Demetrius Andrade didn't give it to him, well, then what's going to happen? Because remember, see, after that happened with Billy Joe Saunders, remember they came back to the table and Andre was like, oh, they tried to give me Billy Joe Saunders, but I told him I wasn't ready right now. You know, I needed to get a tune-up. Oh, well, you did it to yourself again. Eric Ferguson, what's going on? Keith James, what's going on? You did it to yourself again. Well, you did it to yourself again. Right? He should be right now going after Jermall Charlo. Bossy Grace, what's going on? He should be looking for Jermall Charlo right now. Hey, I need Jermall Charlo fight. Jermall Charlo, I need to fight Jermall Charlo. Right? That should be his path right now. Right? He's not even fighting at 68. Eric Pryor, what's going on? He's not even fighting at 68. And he's saying Canelo Alvarez, he's showing up with. See, here's the thing. He showed up with shirts with Billy Joe Saunders apparel on. Right? Thomas Molan, what's going on? Luis Vargas, what's going on? RSQ, what's going on? He showed up wearing Billy Joe Saunders apparel, saying, yeah, let's go, Billy. Let's go, Billy. What are we doing here? This is why the boxing world is not taking him serious. Justin All, what's going on? This is why the boxing world is not taking him serious. And it's up to his PR team. Jay Lynn, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Texas OG, what's going on? Right? It's up to his PR team because they're doing him a disservice. Hardbody J Timo, my brother, what's going on? Lamahad Brown, what's going on? You understand? And then he switched that. He said, now listen to what he said. Coach Rob, what's going on? He said, Benjamin Welkins, what's going on? He said, if Canelo Alvarez give me one of his team suits, I will be wearing that too. Huh? Then he went from that to saying, Millie Blood, what's going on? Then he went from that to wearing a shirt that says, Demetrius and Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo Alvarez is avoiding Demetrius Andrade. They don't want to fight you. What are we doing here? That is why the boxing world is not taking him serious. He's made bad business moves according to the sport of boxing, not according to me, but according to the sport of boxing, right? Adrian Sando, what's going on? That's why Jermall Charlo, he took to social media and was like, man, this is why this dude don't have no money, because they don't make correct moves, right? So now, how's the box? Imagine Floyd Mayweather coming to Oscar De La Hoya fights, wearing Oscar De La Hoya apparel and saying Oscar De La Hoya don't. Like, what are we doing here? Groundhog Sports Nation, my brother in Super Chat. Andre said he's willing to fight Charlo Jermall. The one said he don't want him. Well, the problem is, it's the history, right? No matter how we slice it, Armando Martinez, what's going on? No matter how we slice it, right? He has to rectify the situation that took place with Jermall Charlo. I'm Mr. Cool Guy. What's going on? Y'all need to listen to what I'm just told y'all. Large Jonas, what's going on? He showed up wearing Billy Joe Saunders apparel. Then he said he asked Canelo for a jumpsuit. Where's my suit, Canelo? Corey Anderson, what's going on? I'm a huge fan. Cornelius Smith, what's going on? They're not taking him serious. Do you think Canelo Alvarez, Black Star Sports TV 2.0, RP, what's going on? Corey Anderson, what's going on? You think Canelo Alvarez is going to show up to Floyd Mayweather stuff wearing Floyd Mayweather jumpsuits? Right? And my reason for saying this is that he has to rectify his history, his past. Because in business, it hasn't the sport. I can tell you behind the scenes of business, they don't want to do business with Demetrius Andrade. They don't want to do business with Demetrius Andrade. Yancy Pisty, what's going on? He pulled out the fight week of Jermall Charlo fight. Fight week. Fight week. Now you have to rectify that, right? You have to let them know. Listen, I'm gonna be taken serious, but you're not. You showing up in Demetrius and Billy Joe Saunders apparel in his hotel. Let's go, Billy. Let's go. What are we doing? Lunatic testing. What's going on? And then you catch Canelo walking in. Hey, Canelo, big, huge fan. Let's go. Viva Mexico. Let's go. What are we doing, bro? What are you doing? Jaro Davila, what's going on? And then Canelo give me a suit. I'll be wearing Canelo suit, man. I'm supporting everybody. Huh? Alex, yo, what's going on? They're not taking you serious. You pulled out of fights, the week of fights. Like, it's so this allows people to say, you know what? I'm not fighting Demetrius Andrade. Bareface Gaming, what's going on? I'm not fighting Demetrius Andrade. And nobody bats an eye at it. It's Jay, what's going on? Nobody bats an eye because of how he does things. Marky Dan 123, my brother in Super Chat. Salute. King Canelo ain't the only fighter in the world. Andrade, Benavidez, and Charlo need to fight each other. Oh, I agree 1,000%. I agree 1,000%. Alex York, what's going on? The problem is they don't agree with that. I'm gonna say it again, Marky Dan 123. The problem is they don't agree with it. They act like the only fight there to be had is Canelo Alvarez, except David Benavidez. Except David Benavidez. He like, listen, I want to fight Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo saying, I'm not a 168 pounder. I only go to 168 pounds for Canelo Alvarez. Well, Demetrius Andrade is running around with Billy Joe Saunders stuff on, and so they and then he's like, hey, Canelo, man, when is it going to happen? When can we make the fight happen? Will Sinclair, what's going on? Kai GM, what's going on? Oh, when can we make the fight happen? Jaime Vasquez, what's going on? The Body One, what's going on? Tex Rock, what's going on? Then he says, Gregory Castro, what's going on? Now, if you listen what Demetrius Andrade was saying, it was valid. He said he was asking Canelo, who did Rocky Fielding fight? Who did Avni Yildirim fight? Who did they fight? Why did they deserve the opportunity? He was right. Mr. Mechanical, what's going on? But nobody takes him serious. So Canelo started laughing. He misunderstood what Demetrius Andrade was saying. Tex Rock, what's going on? And he just started laughing at him. And he's like, who did you fight? Quay Scott, what's going on? Eric Pryor, what's going on, my brother in Super Chat? Benavidez versus Canelo. Mexican boxing fans should be pushing for that fight. Support Benavidez the same way. Help put money in the Mexican man pocket. Canelo Alvarez don't like that matchup. Gregory Castro, what's going on? It's abundantly clear. Smash the like button, man. We got 431 likes and we got 920 people here. So that's 500 people that didn't hit the like button. Lorenzo Corleone, Preacher David, what's going on? Brandon Allen Perry, what's going on? We got 500 people that just sitting here moonlighting. Support the channel, support the grind. Mr. Wright Tuck, what's going on? Cherry Luster, what's going on? Calvin Ringo, what's going on? We got 920 people and 430 likes. What are we doing? Grindhard Sports Nation, my brother in Super Chat, Canelo, Duck, Charlo, and Andrade to the point they need either other now. Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't. Mr. Moet, what's going on? Right? He definitely had the opportunity to fight both. I made that case on my brother channel earlier. Right? Eric Arias, what's going on? He was in a position where, right? He was in a position. D Payne, what's going on? Nate Woolbright, what's going on? Now the brother said, Eric Arias said, yeah, because nobody likes. I don't know who he's talking about. Brown Squad Inc. What's going on? Jose Flores, what's going on? So he was in a position where he could have fought both of them. Absolutely. D Payne, what's going on? Renee Bashan, my brother Renee. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Bashan. Renee dropped the link. He was in a position, right, where he could have fought both of them. No doubt about it. Stu Baby Love TV, what's going on? There's no doubt. There's no debunking that. Big Gates, what's going on? GFC, what's going on? No doubt about it, right? But Dal Johnson, what's going on? But what did they do to help themselves as well? Zach Tezian, what's going on? And the same token, Devon Turner, what's going on? What did they do to help themselves? We already know he didn't fight Jermall Charlo 150 or 160 when he was his mandatory. We know that already. Walk you down. What's going on? Big Block. What's going on? But what are they doing? Francione Arcelius. What's going on? What are they doing to force his hand? Maselli or Liam Smith? That don't do it. That ain't it. Math Boy Fly. What's going on? Alex York. What's going on? Darius Mason, my brother in Super Chat, supporting the grind, and y'all smash the like button. Salute to you, my brother Darius Mason in Super Chat. Much love, great brother. Yeah, smash the like button, man. Support the channel, support the grind, man. Eric Diaz, my brother in Super Chat. 168 is a weak division. Benavidez is a Kovalev 2.0. Wish Canelo cleaned the 160 division before moving up. Well, outside of the welterweight division in 54, it's not, brother Adam, what's going on? Not too many divisions are very, very deep. You know what I mean? But Benavidez, I believe Benavidez has the style that he can beat Canelo Alvarez. You understand? I definitely believe that. But he also has a huge, huge gaping hole where his defense lacks. And his defense, Canelo Alvarez, Charles Miller, what's going on? Canelo Alvarez offense, Black August, what's going on? You can't have those types of lapses. Texas T346, my brother in Super Chat. Where all the Benavidez hype come from? Action. Action. He's never in a fight that's not exciting. He's never in a fight that's not exciting. That's where the hype train came from. Brian Patton, what's going on? And he won't turn down nothing but his collar. Dwayne Jones, what's going on? Salute to ATL. Jaden One, what's going on? He won't turn down nothing but his collar. And he in every fight he's in is action packed. So therefore, you want to see him in the best fights because he like, give me that fight. Javis Bickle, what's going on? Oh, you want me to fight him? Give me him. Oh, you want me to fight him? Give me him. But at the same token, I want Canelo Alvarez. I want Caleb Plant. I want Jermall Charlo. I want this person. I want that person. Oh, but you want me to fight him? So give me him too. Shining Light, what's going on? So let me fight him. I'll fight him. Oh, but you want me to fight him as well? I'll fight him as well. But at the same token, I do want to fight the best. You understand? That's where it came from. Walk you down. What's going on? Walk You Down said, "Are you kidding me? David Benavidez is tailor made for Canelo." I don't understand. Did you just come in and just say anything? Julian Desert Chills, what's going on? You know, listening is an art. You know that, right? DP Rocker, what's going on? Listening is an art as well. I just said his style's made tailor made. So why did you say, "Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? He's tailor." I just said that his defense. I don't understand. Do people even listen? Do you take the time out to say, "Let me listen to what he's saying first before you just comment"? The science behind the glory. What's going on? I don't understand. Like I just said that he has to fix his defense because it's his defense. He tailor made for Canelo Alvarez offense, and then he comes right behind me and say, "Man, are you kidding me? This guy don't know boxing. He's David Benavidez is tailor made for him, huh?" Just said that, bro. Marvin Gibson, what's going on? Just said that, man. It's amazing. Lionel Witherspoon, what's going on? It amazes me, bro. Man, you can't make this stuff up, man. You can't. There you go, 619 Cali Factor. My brother in Super Chat. Salute, Brother Blue. I think Plant has a better chance of beating Canelo than Jermall and Benavidez do stylistically. Yeah. Uh, 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 Let me tell you, right? Daniel Garcia Rodriguez, what's going on? I like Jermall Charlo against Canelo Alvarez, but I'm going to favor Canelo Alvarez to win the fight because Jermall can't be flat footed right in front of Canelo Alvarez. He can't, right? I like Caleb Plant's chances, but I don't know if he's going to have the. I don't want to say that, man. Ardenius Tillman, what's going on? Dr. Pablo said, what's going on? I don't know if he's going to, if the moment is going to be too big for him. Canelo Alvarez, Max Serranish, what's going on? Canelo Alvarez goes into these fights like Floyd Mayweather now, right? These big fights are not even big fights for him anymore. It doesn't matter if he's behind on the cards, getting outboxed. It doesn't matter. He's cool, calm, and collect. He's consistent all the way across the board. All the way across the board. His poker face is bar none. So the moment is not going to get to him. Is the moment going to get to Caleb Plant? Is he going to find himself Samuel Brito Jr.? What's going on? Brian Patton, what's going on? Like I said this, right? Now check this out. Kel Ali, what's going on? Canelo Alvarez. Now listen to what I'm saying. Chris V, what's going on? Listen to what I'm saying. Bobo, what's going on? December Winter, Jamal Davis, what's going on? Smash the like button. Now we got 930 people. Smash the like button, support the channel, support the grind. So, this is what I said, right? Is that now listen to this. Canelo Alvarez is a great. He has mastered his strong points and made them even stronger. Ronnie B, what's going on? Ronnie B said, if you claim, now listen to this. Ronnie B said, now if you claim Bob Arum is a legend, so is Don King. Did I ever say Don King wasn't? K. Mallory 504, what's going on? Did I ever say Don King wasn't a legend? It's no point in me mentioning Don King because he ain't active. Mr. Dixon, what's going on? So did I say Don King wasn't a legend? For you to say if I say Bob Arum is a legend? Like I don't understand what y'all be coming at. Up Apolloni Roman, what's going on? Listen to what this guy says. I heard you questioning Canelo Alvarez and David Benavidez, but never heard you, and then you just stopped. First of all, you got to finish your sentence if you're talking to me, because I don't understand what you're talking about. But if you're going to say you hear me questioning the two Mexican fighters, Canelo and David Benavidez, you're incorrect. Because just once again, listening is an art. I just was saying about Caleb Plant and Jermall Charlo. So what are you talking about? Forrest Hearn, what's going on? And the reason I respond to each and every one of everybody is, for one, we all family, and for two, I have to correct the misconceptions of me. Marky Dan 123, my brother in the super chat. Doo got violated by a dude who barely eaten. Yeah, sure did. Robert Easton Jr. What's going on? So I just said once again, Muhammad Islam. What's going on? James, what's going on? I just said this entire. You didn't hear nothing I said. Nothing. So anyway, once again, Ricky One, what's going on? C Ray versus the internet, what's going on? So anyway, I said Canelo Alvarez. So now he's saying I'm always questioning Canelo Alvarez, but I just said Canelo Alvarez is great. I don't understand. Do y'all even take the time out to even try to listen? Marvin Gibson, what's going on? Get him in the Method Man voice. Loving Down Gaither, what's going on? So listen to what my point is. Let me go ahead and continue anyway. Canelo Alvarez is a great. You understand? He is a great. So my thing is, when you're dealing with Caleb Plant, right? No slight against Caleb Plant, and I hope Caleb Plant is listening, and everybody else included, because I love Caleb Plant. I love Canelo Alvarez as well, right? So now listen to my point. Troy Battle, what's going on? Taylor Bell, my brother in super chat. You are a gem in this YouTube boxing space. Salute. I appreciate you, great brother. That's much love, man. DT Taylor, what's going on? So now listen to what I'm saying, right? You're right, and that's my bad. I always hear you trying to get the fights. Right, I'm trying to make the fight. Exactly. So now, Canelo Alvarez is a great. Does Caleb Plant have the skill set to beat Canelo Alvarez? Yes, he does. The thing is, when you're dealing with Canelo Alvarez, he is probably the smartest boxer in boxing. You understand? And he's consistent all the way across the board. BZ Boy, what's going on? Ricky One, what's going on? Terry Hartfield, B, what's going on? Leonora M, peace of blessings, Queen. All the way across the board. Jaquan Hanlon, Billy Bob, Gregory Castro, Forrest Hearn, what's going on? He's consistent across the board. So if Caleb Plant was able to beat Canelo Alvarez, he's going to have to fight a perfect game plan from rounds 1 to 12, because he's not going to knock out Canelo. Mamba mentality is going on. It has to be a perfect game plan all the way across the board, right? And in doing so, he's going to have to weather some storms, because Canelo Alvarez is a great. Shaka Truly, what's going on? Which means he's going to have these successful moments. Are you able to deal with those successful moments and have a short memory? Sean Gibson, what's going on? Edward Torres, what's going on? This is the problem when you're dealing with Canelo Alvarez, is that Rampage, what's going on? These fighters don't have short memory. So when Billy Joe Saunders got in there, see, I think that a lot of fighters underestimate Canelo Alvarez. As that may sound, Silver Surfer, what's going on? 2018 Silverado, what's going on? Some people may say, how could you underestimate Canelo Alvarez? Because I believe that these fighters look and say, man, this dude feet is slow, and so on and so forth, right? And they underestimate him. Billy Joe Saunders felt that power and the speed to the body from the first round. From the first round, right? He felt it from the first round, and from the first round on, it can completely change everything for him. You understand? It completely changed everything for him. And so what happened is, right, you have to be able to weather the storm when it comes, because it's going to come. It's going to come. Oh, it's going to come. Caesar Pirate said Caleb Plant has no chance. Right. You don't know nothing about boxing. You don't know zero about boxing. Big Texas, Clayton Smith, my brother, what's going on? A-Rod 73, what's going on? You know zero about boxing. Be a fan of the sport of boxing. But I understand. Adolph Tucker, what's going on? Let me tell you why. You know why these fans, you see the fans come here and they say stuff like that makes zero sense. It doesn't even equate with the sport of boxing. Let's talk sports. What's going on? You know why? Because Canelo Alvarez, unlike the other fighters, he rides for his people. 10-8 round, what's going on? High 5, 52-80, what's going on? He going to stand up for his people. That's why they do that. right? They come, they come, right? And they're gonna say stuff that don't even make sense. You know why? You know why? Because Canelo Alvarez is gonna stand for him. Box talk 1-on-1. What's going on? That's why. Tavion Parrish, what's going on? All the other boxers, no, they ain't gonna do that. Not gonna happen. They're gonna shrug their shoulders and keep it moving. That's the difference. So I understand what it's about. Chris Jackson, my brother in Super Chat, can their version of Canelo have beaten Floyd? No. There's no version of Canelo Alvarez that can beat Floyd Mayweather. Got drama allergy. What's going on? Renegade Swag, Alan Turner. What's going on? No version. FO222. What's going on? Why? Why do you say that, Blue? Because unless you're going to give Canelo Alvarez some fast feet and fast reflexes to equal Floyd Mayweather, which is not humanly possible, he can't beat Floyd Mayweather. James Harris said, I don't know about that. I do, because I know the sport of boxing. It's not it's about intellect and it's about reflexes, athletic ability. Floyd Mayweather's natural reflexes will always see him win. Y'all don't understand. See, let me say it for y'all again. Do you not understand that Floyd Mayweather was 36 years old? He was 36 years old. Shamar Rashawn Shalom, what's going on? Or Cool Indies, what's going on? So imagine if he was younger. He was 36 going on 37. Imagine if he was younger. He was an old man in sports terms. 36. Rico Potter, what's going on? So that's so imagine if he was 6 years younger. Or he was 37. I thought he was 36 going on 37. Okay, let's say he was 37. AB Wall, what's going on? Imagine if he was 7 years younger. He won every single round at 37 years old. Imagine if he was 7 years younger. Sean and Light, my brother in the Super Chat, Blue, where does Canelo go if he becomes undisputed? Light heavyweight for Beaver or better be? Just curious. That's what I would do. I know people are not going to be happy with what I'm about to say. If I'm Canelo Alvarez, I beat Caleb Plant, I'm gone. What is it staying for? Because we, the fans, want to see him fight Jermall, Charlo, and Benavidez? And because essentially he's just defending the title. He could create history again. He could go up to light heavyweight because he could beat Arthur Beterbiev and he could beat Dimitri Bivol. He could beat both of them. If I'm Canelo Alvarez, after I beat Caleb Plant, should he beat Caleb Plant? Right, hypothetically speaking, he beats Caleb Plant. I'm going to 175. I'm gone. I'm going to 175. I'm going to beat Arthur Beterbiev. That's the first fight I'm having. And then I'm going to beat Dimitri Bivol. Then I'm going to beat Dimitri Bivol. And who's because he vacated the WBO title, right? So who's the WBO champion? Sick Lyrical, what's going on? Who's the WBO champion up there? Laylaw 805, what's going on? Who's this champion? Who's the WBO champion? Because Canelo vacated the belt, right? Edgar O, what's going on? 10-8 round. My brother in the super chat. We need to stand for our people just like Alvarez stand for his people. Yeah, but we not. These boxers are not going to do it. Watch. Listen. I got a special coming up. Boxing Truth Serum. Mr. Money Team. What's going on? Eric Diaz. What's going on? Oh, that's right. Joe Smith Jr. got the WBO. He can't beat Canelo. And Joe Smith Jr. is going to fight Danny Jacobs. And he's going to lose to Danny Jacobs. Well, then again, he might win the fight. Because if Danny Jacobs show up like he did Gabe Rosado, he's going to lose. Joe Smith and Danny Jacobs is on the verge of fighting each other. So Danny Jacobs will make Danny Jacobs what? A 2-3 division champion? Right? He could beat Joe Smith Jr. But if that version that fought Gabe Rosado show up, he's not going to beat Joe Smith Jr. And Canelo already beat Danny Jacobs, right? He already beat him. Vital Pierce, what's going on? He said, what Danny going to 175? Danny getting slapped. Yeah, Danny fighting Joe Smith Jr. Jason Otter, my brother in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Adrian Schaefer, what's going on? Robert Montgomery, what's going on? Yeah, Rex Renterio, what's going on? Yeah, there's reports that he's going to be fighting Danny Jacobs. That's what I'm hearing. Ball Jr., Stormy B Man, my brother, what's going on? Go subscribe to my brother Stormy B Man. Hey, we got 1,000 people here. We should have 1,000 likes. We got 1,000 people here. We should have 1,000 likes, and we should be supporting the channel and supporting the ground. Mr. Money Team, what's going on? You're counting out Zordo Ramirez. I'm not counting him out. He's just counting himself out. He's counting himself out. What is he doing? What is he doing? Gil Lopez, what's going on? Cool Undies, what's going on? Undies, what's going on? Bacon in the Bits, what's going on? Travis Smith, what's going on? Feed Me Beast, what's going on? What is he doing? What is Zordo Ramirez doing? What is he doing? Idris Jermall, what's going on? So that's the difference, right? You see how Canelo Alvarez, he makes it Jay Ledesma, what's going on? You see how Canelo Alvarez, he makes it his business. Max Montañez, what's going on? He makes it his business to make sure that the people that support him, he supports them back. He makes sure of that. Swap No Drawing Academy, what's going on? Kevin Monies, what's going on? He makes sure to support the people that support him. He makes sure of that. C Cut, what's going on? That's why he gets so much undoubtedly support, unwavering support, no matter what he does, because he's going to support the people that support him. That's why. That's why. Truga Fantastic, what's going on, great brother? Much appreciated. Ashante L, Denar Bun, what's going on? Luis Marino, what's going on? My brother Truga Fantastic showing love in the super chat as always. Much appreciated. Dog 8 Prince, what's going on? Felix Caesar, what's going on? You see what I'm saying? Hey man, Gush It Team Switches, what's going on? That's what he does. Groundhog Sports Nation, my brother, back in the super chat. That's why I said there's nothing Charlo can really do to get Canelo fight. I don't see Canelo fighting him as an undisputed champ. Well, he gotta put himself. He still got to give himself the best possible opportunity to do so. Marcus Daly, what's going on? And standing pat is not going to do it. Uncle Mayor, what's going on? Stand pat is not going to do it. Just sitting on your hands is not going to do it. Fighting, what's this dude name? Monteo. That's not going to get it done. You got to listen. How you going to win the lotto if you're not even in it? Somebody tell me that. Monroe Ross, what's going on? How? In order to win the game, you got to be in the game. In order to win the game, you got to be in the game. If you're not even in the game, then you ain't even trying to win the game. Jason Otter, my brother, in the super chat once again. Even if Plant has a perfect fight, he's got to hope to get some decent scores from the judges. There's some fishy scores in Canelo's fight. Oh, for sure. For sure. But that's what I'm saying. He has the ability to do so. I mean, we don't know what the scores would be, the judges' scores, but he has the ability to do so. AJM, my brother in super chat, if Canelo retires tomorrow, who is the face of boxing and who pulls his numbers? Well, first, this is one fight, so now we automatically Rafi Flake Flame, what's going on? Mario Forza, what's going on? We have to take into consideration all things involved. Saga Soch, I hope I said your name right. Sage, what's going on? We got to take in all things into consideration. You understand what I'm saying? Some things is 73,000 fans in the stadium. That's a beautiful thing. But we also got to take into consideration that fans have been sitting in their homes for quite some time and waiting to come out. Davis 2310, what's going on? Dion Folks, what's going on? You got to consistently be able to pull in do these things. You understand? And we'll find out moving forward, right? We'll find out moving forward. Texas is one of the first states that open up completely. People are eager to get out to events. This is the first time in the States we had a full capacity stadium. So you got to take all these things into consideration. Fans are tired of sitting at home. You understand? So they want to get out to events. And from what I'm hearing, I don't know how true it is, but from what I'm hearing, you could get tickets for $40. You understand? So now you got fans that's eager to get out, and you're selling them cheap tickets. Then, well, that makes for the perfect situation. Nick J, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? Spence Easy, he's from Dallas. He breaks it easy with the right opponent. Oh, that's a fact. Woke the truth. What's going on? I mean, Rohan Simpson. What's going on? We got to take into consideration that Errol Spence, every seat that was available for his fight with Danny Garcia was filled. So imagine if Coach K was going on. We don't know now, hypothetically speaking, but imagine if they said, "Oh, it's going to be open full capacity and no, social distancing. Everybody could just come in and do whatever. Normal. Well, maybe he sells out 70,000. We don't know. He did. Ray, go. He said, "Corny. What's corny, bro? Go ahead, bro. Tell us what's corny." Bacon in the bits, my brother in Super Chat. Let's get the likes up, my peopleization. I'm CDL Crew 2. Yeah, get the likes up, great brothers, man. We should be at 1K likes, and I know we're nowhere near it. Jeremy Jenkins, what's going on? How I ever been in competition as far as boxing? No, I haven't. Alejandro, what's going on? No, I haven't. Now, I don't understand what Daniel Son 24, what's going on? Desmond Blade, what's going on? Felix Caesar, what's going on? Well, what does that mean, though? Sam Lee, what's going on? Texas Bulldog Boxer, what's going on? Victor Naiz, what's going on? Do I have Abraham Alaho? What's going on? Forrest Hearn, what's going on? Do I need to be involved physically in the sport of boxing to know what I see? Burgess Meredith, what's going on? Because the best trainers didn't even make the best for the best boxers, right? And it just doesn't work that way. Up LDN TV, what's going on? Let me explain to you why. You have the greatest basketball player in the history that stepped on the court in Michael Jordan. You have GMs like the GM that he didn't like in Jerry Krause, right? That was a far better GM and owner and knew the sport of basketball than Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan can't put a basketball team together for nothing. Gina Thompson, what's going on? The guy that Jerry Krause that never dribbled a basketball, laid a basketball up, or shot a three-pointer, he put great teams together. Rip Realtor, what's going on? You understand? So that's a misconception. Kevin Munn is my brother in the Super Chat. Salute Blue in chat. In the UFC, Dana tells fighters, don't leave the fight up to the judge. And I think that's how you have to be with Canelo. This is a fact. Moshin Beige, what's going on? Nehemiah Glover, what's going on? You understand? So it just people just like to say that because it sounds good. Have you ever dribbled a basketball? Have you ever gotten a boxing ring? Have you ever tackled somebody in NFL? Yeah, well, that doesn't have you ever seen Bill Belichick throw a touchdown, catch a touchdown, or tackle anybody? True Blue 45, what's going on? Sergio Gonzalez said that's two different sports. Is it? Okay. So is Freddie Roach not one of the greatest trainers in boxing? Tell me how much success he had as an actual boxer. Because I could go in the boxing ring and just lose a bunch of times. I could go on the sit. What's going on? I could go in the boxing ring and lose a couple of times. Does that make me a good boxer? Or does that make me knowledgeable? Yes or no? How great of a boxer was Emmanuel Stewart? Chad Grooms, what's going on? All right, because I can name you the greatest trainers, and they were nowhere near the greatest boxers, if they even boxed. Joe G. Valdez, what's going on? Slick T, what's going on? Right? So it's a complete misconception. It sounds good. It sounds good. Man, this dude don't know nothing. He ain't never boxed. Really? Did your trainer box? And how successful was he at boxing? Mr. Mechanical, what's going on? How many world championships did your trainer win? Because if that's the case, well then if he was a boxer, well he was a boxer. He got in the ring. Okay, well if that's the case, I got in the ring and I sparred and I trained. Because fighting as a professional and not having no success, or fighting the amateurs and not having no success, what's the difference? There's no difference. So let me ask you a question. Eddie Reynoso, how many world championships did he win? How many world championships did Eddie Reynoso win? Go ahead, somebody tell me. Enza, what's going on? Ronnie Franco, what's going on? Mike Smalls, what's going on? Joe A said Eddie was not even a pro boxer. My point exactly. My point exactly. Did he win Trainer of the Year? So he know the sport of boxing. Now, Nick J, Robert Garcia won the world title. Robert Garcia won the world title. Derrick James did okay. Robert Garcia was a champion. Eddie Reynoso never won no champion. He didn't even box. Customato, did he box? I don't believe he boxed. You always hear Freddie Roach. What's Freddie Roach's favorite line? Oh, I just got in the ring just to be a punching bag. That's Freddie Roach's favorite line. He's a Hall of Fame trainer. He's a Hall of Fame trainer. So see how that works. It sounds good when people be like, man, this dude here talking boxing, he ain't never boxed, he ain't never did this, he ain't never did that. Well, I can see the sport. Bill Belichick has never thrown a touchdown, caught a touchdown pass, tackled anybody, and he's considered the greatest coach in the history of the NFL. All right. How many people even knew that Phil Jackson was a basketball player on the New York Knicks? How many people knew that? That he was a basketball player and he wasn't a superstar on the Knicks? But how many people knew that? Box the Truth Serum said Bomac was 7-14. Right. So you see how that works? It sounds good when the fighters could say it, right? It sounds good. It's a defense mechanism because they don't want to they don't want to, they want to try to downplay you and what you know. Ken Broadwater, what's going on? Mark Fralin, what's going on? My brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. Chris Willis, what's going on? Bo One, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Canelo is one of the best fighters, and I don't think he'll fight Charlo or David, but I feel like people are going to still say, what if he would have fought this fighter or that fighter, and so on. Yeah, that's a strong possibility. But they say that about everybody. A-Rod 73, what's going on? Because you can't fight everybody, but they say that about everybody, right? They still say that about Floyd Mayweather. What if Floyd Mayweather would have fought, Paul Williams or Margarito? What if Floyd Mayweather would have fought these guys? It's always going to be somebody. TB Rice, my brother in the Super Chat. Floyd Senior taught Junior, but got by TKO by Ray Leonard. Sure did. Sure did. Now you have some anomalies. Roger Mayweather was successful. You have some anomalies in the sport, right? But that doesn't work, right? Panther TV channel, my brother Super Chat. Hey Blue, did you get the Gotcha hat T-shirt yet? Nah, not yet. Demetrius Bright, what's going on? So it's easy for them to come and say, "Hey boy, hey Blue, did you ever box? You ain't never do it." Liam McPherson, what's going on? So that disqualifies me from knowing and talking about the sport of boxing. Baby Quan, what's going on? No, it doesn't. It sounds good. Hey, Kurt Anderson knows more boxing and forgot more boxing than most of these boxers today's time. And he ain't never been a professional boxer. He can give you a rundown of the history of sport of boxing like no other. And he's not a professional boxer. But he could tell you what this and And so we can predict fights and get it right. How many fights I predicted Jermall Charlo knocking out Jason Rosario in the exact round, in the exact manner. I predicted Deontay Wilder knockout of Luis Ortiz. What round, how it was going to happen. So what doesn't discredit you? But Panther TV channel, no, I ain't get it yet, great brother. Emmanuel H, my brother in Super Chat. He said, salute Blue Kings and Queens in the chat. I knew Phil played for the Knicks back in the day, throwing them dirty elbows, cake time. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Right? You know, so Kendrick Johnson, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. Get the likes all the way up. We should have 1,000 likes, and I know we don't have nowhere near it. So smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. Let's support the channel, support the grind. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in the house. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Get the likes all the way up, people. So with that said, get the likes to 1K. We should be at 1K already. Get the likes to 1K. Fiend 510, what's going on? Corey McGowan, what's going on? Kenneth Johnson, what's going on? Macadosis, Mac of the South. Ricardo Rayo, what's going on? Vernon Starr, what's going on? My brother, Big Dog Willie in the Super Chat. Khan has the second fight with Canelo. Khan wins by KO. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes all the way up. Amir Khan gets knocked out over and over and over again. Sade Shakur, what's going on? Abraham Alejo, Mr. Moet, my brother. Man, Khan get knocked out again and again and again. Khan get knocked out walking to the ring. Stan Swoosh, what's going on? So, like I said, man, Essa Rosa, what's going on? So, Ronnie Franco, what's going on? Smash the like button, man. Support the channel, support the grind. Smash that like button, man. Get the likes up to 1K. Salute to my brother Jay Brown in the super chat, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, talk your ish, Blue. Salute, great brother Jay Brown, always coming through, studying up, showing love, man. Ensa, what's going on? DP Rocket, what's going on? My brother Jay Brown, studying up. Edgar Valencia, what's going on? Dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. Hold on, people, because I hear my daughter back talking my wife. I don't play. Pardon me, people, man. I don't play those games, man. Emmanuel H, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said it's free to hit the like button. I did it while on the road from Cali, shaking my head. Cop pulled me over for speeding, saw my license, said, since it's your B-day, slow down. Got a few miles away, hit the gas. Oh, man, it's your birthday, man. Happy born day, my brother, man. Emmanuel H, man. Happy born day, great brother. Yeah, man. I don't play those games, man. I don't play those games, man. Just because I'm distracted and I'm working, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. T-Zark 278, what's going on? We're not gonna do that at all whatsoever. A17 Boxing B, what's going on? I'm not gonna do that, man. Slick T, what's going on? Will Latimer, my brother, what's going on, great brother? If I hear you again, I don't want to hear you anymore. You understand? Did I make myself clear? Now go have a seat.
Daddy, she had to get sweatpants because Jada's taking us around the block.
Yeah, well, you gotta wait a second.
My jacket. And sweatpants.
Quarter 07X, my brother in Super Chat. Thanks, Blue. Black support always. For sure. I appreciate you, great brother. Much love to you. Appreciate you. I'm gonna play those games, man. My brother Jay Brown in the Super Chat dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said, I hear you, Blue. Put your kids in their place. For sure. Yeah, no, I don't. We don't do that, man. We don't do that, great brother. Nah, man. My brother Carolina Ryder in the Super Chat dropping that hundo on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He says, salute to you, great brother. Much love, great brother. Hey, I had text you earlier. I don't know if you got it or not, but my phone was acting up. Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Much love to you, Queen. Appreciate you. Mamadou Mustafa Bey, what's going on? That kind of threw me off right now, man. Brick Boy Jones, what's going on? Kind of threw me off right now. Let me send my brother Kurt Anderson his link. Yeah, this just, man, I don't tolerate that, man. I don't do it with the wife. Nobody will. You understands me? And I mean nobody. Man, I don't know why my camera's not focusing. Pidgey on Mike Tyson, what's going on, great brother? Shogun 76, what's going on? Smash that like button. Jack Smith, what's going on? Get the likes to 1K, my peoples. So, can Caleb Plant beat Canelo Alvarez? He has the tools. He has the skill set. Can he? Will he? It's two different things, right? He has the tools to do so. I don't know if he will. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, because of the moment, you understand? Because is he going to be is he going to be able to weather the storm? Because you're going to have those moments, right? Where Canelo Alvarez, he's going to have success because he's great. You're not going to go through the fight unless your name is Floyd. What was the name? Floyd Joy Money Mayweather Jr. Right? If you're not going to go 12 rounds with Canelo and he's not going to have success. That's not going to happen. So the thing is, Canelo Alvarez, he expects to have success. You understand what I'm saying? He expects to have that success. He expects to have that success, Canelo Alvarez, right? Tony Snow, what's going on? Right? And so that's the thing. Do you expect to have this success? Demetrius Bright, what's going on? To the point where even though things are tough, the body snatcher, boxing, MMA, and fitness is going on. Even though things are going tough, even though the road is rough, right? Are you saying to yourself, this is Tony Snow, what's going on? So essentially what I'm saying is that with Canelo Alvarez, you have to have a short memory. You understand what I'm saying? You have to have a short memory when you're dealing with Canelo Alvarez because he's going to have success. So you have to, Julio Gonzalez, what's going on? Julio Gonzalez said Canelo Alvarez is a good fighter. I don't consider him a great because a great fighter and a great champion will defend their title, not vacate. And that's a real Mexican warrior, not this jump. So this is what I'm going to say about that, Julio Gonzalez. I agree, right? That I wish that, that he would defend the titles, right? And so this is what I'm doing, right? Now I already know we know what he didn't do. So now Julio Gonzalez, we asking him to do it now, right? Because he's only 30. So we saying to Canelo Alvarez, we need you to do it right now. You understand what I'm saying? I need you to do it right now. So you're going to fight Caleb Plant. You fought Billy Joe Saunders, right? You're going to fight Caleb Plant in September, right? And now here's another thing that concerns me with this Caleb Plant situation. The last time Caleb Plant fought was what, January, right? And so now you say early January, I believe it was early January. Smash the like button, get the likes to 1K. I believe he fought early January, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And so with that said, he fought early January, I believe. I think it was early January. Bo one, my brother in the super chat. Plant got the tools, but he's added deficient and deficit in power and mental fortitude for the moment. You know I don't read that well, great brother. NBA D Nice, what's going on? Jonathan Simon, what's going on? But he's a deficit, in power and mental fortitude for the moment. That's what I'm saying, right? And on top of it, Bo one, you got to look at it from this standpoint, right? He's going to be inactive as well. And he turned down the fight twice. He admitted that, right? 21 wins, no losses, 12 wins by way of knockout. He's 6'1" with a 74-inch arm reach. So he's going to have a 4-inch height advantage and a 4-inch arm reach advantage. But he fought Caleb Truitt January 30th. So you say February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. That's 8 months he's been out the ring. 8 months. Is that going to play? Is that going to factor in? You understand? Salute to my brother Keon, everything boxing and sports. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, man. Keon, drop the link, great brother. He says smash the like button in the super chat. Yes, sir. Get the likes up to 1K. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. TC Sierra, what's going on? Get the likes up. Keon, drop the link so they can subscribe to your channel. Spessboro 07, what's going on? Get the likes to 1K. We got my brother, Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my brother, my co-host. What's goody with you, Kurt?
Blue Blood Sports TV. What's going on with you? What's up, chat, aka the family? How's everybody coming off a big fight? How's everybody doing in this Monday evening? What's good with you, Blue?
Ain't nothing, man. Hey, Kurt, man. You know what, man? This fight, Blackface Sports TV, what's going on? Panther TV channel, my brother Super Chat. Canelo wants their easy belt. Canelo only fights Caucasian fighters. That's a fact. Well, that's not true because he fought Danny Jacobs. He fought Floyd. He fought Shane Mosley. He fought James Kirkland. Sick Intention. What's going on? Now we could say, some of those guys, Money Brown TV, my brother Money Brown TV, go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. Now you could say some of those guys wasn't the style that gives them trouble. You know what I mean? But he fought Erislandy Lara as well. So we can't say that, great brother. Just recently, and he fought Austin Trout as well. So he's fought, brothers, right? But it's just the style, it's just a handful, it's just Jermall, Charlo, and Demetrius Andrade. Bo one, my brother in the super chat. Big brother Kurt, what's going on?
What's going on with you, Bo?
Yeah, Kurt, man. So this weekend, man, it excited me. You know what I mean? I made this. What's going on? Vernon Starr, what's going on? It excited me, Kurt. You know what I mean? It's just like Chef Dre Bug, what's going on? And my thing is this, right, Kurt? I don't know if you heard this and saw this. So let me ask you, Kurt. Jermall now says it's not about the networks. Forget the networks. Forget the money. Forget the promotions. Forget all those things. Taff Womack, Demon 657, what's going on? Demond 3, what's going on? He said it's that the fans need to see this fight. Troy P, what's going on? Now he says he'll go to 168. And I'm like, bro, I knew this. Kurt, we said this. Dash out was going on. James Torres was going. If it's Canelo, he gonna go to 68. So now he's saying he said, I'll lose my belts. He said, I'll lose my belts. I'll lose everything, right? I'm going to 168 to fight Canelo. So my thing is, Kurt, when you say that, well, go ahead. We already know Canelo's looking to fight Caleb Plant in September. That's pretty much set in stone, right? So if that's the case, go ahead and go to 68, fight David Benavidez, and then put yourself in the best position possible to land a Canelo fight if he wins. Because if he don't win, you still in position, Kurt, to fight Caleb Plant for undisputed. If Caleb Plant beats Canelo, well, now you win. Well, I'm sure there'll be some sort of rematch clause. But even if there's not, I'm 100. What's going on? You in position now to fight Caleb Plant for undisputed. Either way, you're in the mix. If you're not in the game, you can't win the game. King Jr., what's going on? Salute to Brian Denham, my brother in the Super Chat, dropping that. Dub on us in the Super Chat. Support is more than talk. Sometimes it can only be in green. Mr. Blue, salute. Salute to my brother Brian Denham in the Super Chat, dropping that. Dub on us in the Super Chat. But what you think about what I just said, Kurt?
Well, we did say that he's not going to pass up a Canelo opportunity. I wish he had this mindset when he was going back and forth with David Benavidez. He's not going to fight Benavidez knowing that he can lose to Benavidez and he will never get the Canelo fight. He's not going to risk it. So what he'll do, he'll just wait and fight a low-level fighter while Canelo fights Plant. And if they could put together a Canelo Charlo fight, and then that what happened. But it would serve him right if he fought Benavidez, to get him ready. But like I said, he's not going to take that chance. Fight a tough guy like Benavidez. I'm not sure he beats Benavidez. I'm not sure that Charlo beats Benavidez. That's a 50-50 fight. And against Canelo, well, Canelo beating Charlo anyway. I've been saying it for a while now.
But right, Kurt, and my thing is like you got to take it because you got to put yourself in the best position to be in the game. You know what I mean? Nick
Absolutely.
James, now Blue, we already had that discussion about Benavidez. His energy ain't the same for nobody else. Yeah, Nick J, she done with that talk. She like, man, this dude ain't going. He ain't coming. His energy is different when it comes to Benavidez. And then, go ahead, Kurt.
No, that's surprising because I thought a lot of Charlo at one time, man. I really did. I changed my mind on Charlo and Andrade. Well, Andrade, that's been going on for years. When he beat Willie Nelson, I said if he keeps busy, and he ride the momentum of him being active and beating guys, he had the talent level at that time to be a major force to be reckoned with. But as a fighter in the sport of boxing, when you become inactive and fight lower level competition, most of the times your skills start to deteriorate and you don't look the same. And that's what happened to Demetrius Andrade. And we'll get into Canelo, but I'm going to tell you, while all those guys would never be Canelo. Never.
Salute to Wayman Davis in the Super Chat. Salute Blue, Kurt, and chat. Kurt, you are 2 out of 3. Camelot opponents quitting on the he said he Camelot opponents quitting on the stool, 1 left. Nice call. Salute to you.
Salute Wayman. And you know what? And something came to me. Somebody else is going to quit on the stool coming up too.
Wow. And Kurt, you know what's funny? I felt like it's going to come in that Jose Benavidez excuse me, Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor fight.
Man, that fight is coming up. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait.
Philip Garner in the super chat. Jermall Charles, he's all talk. Jamel is the true lion who fights anyone. Jermall lost my respect when he called out Benavidez and ran and ducked.
And that's true because he didn't expect Benavidez to be aggressive like that. And Benavidez says, okay, let's fight. And that fight could have been made. It was Charlo who moonwalked away from the fight. He didn't want no part of Benavidez. And when I saw that, you know, I might as well tell you, you know why Plant and Charlo and Andrade will never beat Canelo? And I've been saying it. Canelo is a throwback fighter. His biggest asset is not his counterpunching skills. It has nothing to do with his physicality. We know he has skill, but he has dedicated himself to the sport of boxing. No boxing, no life. He's always in the gym. He takes a vacation. You know, he's getting ready to go on vacation right now, and he'll be back in the gym. He already fought. He's getting ready to fight again in September, and then he's going to fight again at the end of the year. And I said this, and I don't know, remember said this. I told a lot of people when he got what if he could leave Oscar De La Hoya, he's going to be very active and he's going to fight everybody one by one. I said that because I know Canelo. I've been following for a long time. This doesn't surprise me. He's highly skilled, but it's his mindset. Plant, all of guys don't have his mindset. They're not dedicated to the sport of boxing like he is. And that right there is a big advantage that Canelo has. And plus now he's active. So you have a guy who's skilled, who's experienced, who's seasoned. Big fights to him is nothing, where those guys can quit on the stool. Those guys can be a deer in headlights. I don't think they're as good as we think they are. Even Charlo. Charlo gets hit. He got hurt against Derenchenko in the 8th round with a left hook to the body. That style is not going to beat Canelo. Benavidez is different. His mindset is stronger than the other guys I mentioned, but that fight will be a war of attrition because he's going to stand there and bring the fight to Canelo, but that's going to give Canelo opportunities for counterpunching. If he can somehow absorb Canelo's punches and come back with his own because he lets his hands go, he's not going to lay down. He's not going to quit. He's going to take the fight to Canelo. So that's going to be an interesting fight. But I still like Canelo. It's just his mindset and the dedication of boxing. He has a big advantage over the other guys.
Mm-hmm. Andre Decatur, brother in the super chat, he said Canelo 2-fight deal with Matchroom is over. Do you think he'll re-sign with Hearn? He may re-sign with Eddie Hearn after the Caleb Plant fight, because you got to remember now at this point in time that Caleb Plant fight, you know, Caleb Plant is with the PBC. So unless he plans Eddie Hearn, well, I don't believe, you know, I think that he'll wait till after the Caleb Plant fight. I think he'll just work with the PBC. He fights on Fox, right? Caleb Plant. So it'll be PBC Fox. And I think he'll wait. If he beat Caleb Plant, I think he'll re-sign with DAZN. But I think right now the Caleb Plant fight is going to be on pay-per-view. What you think, Kurt?
Yeah, because that was the last fight. That fight will be on pay-per-view. Canelo put himself in a good position. I don't know where he's going to go. It's going to be interesting. But anywhere he goes, he's going to win because his fan base and 73,000, that's not bad. You know, no matter how you look at it, at the end of the day, he put 73,000 butts in the seats. I want to address somebody made a comment, 817 Boxing B said, why do Charlo have to drop his belt to go up a weight? Because that's what our hot fights are. He won't be the first to do that. You know, you go where the best and the biggest fights are. Who he's going to fight at middleweight?
But I got something. I got a better answer than that, though, Kurt.
What's up?
He could do it because he said he was.
Yeah, Facts.
he done said it twice.
You go where the hot fight's at. That's what you do.
Right. He done said it twice now. He said he said it's not about my belt. I'll lose my belt. He said this. I'll go up there and knock out David Benavidez. He said that. I'll go up there. It's not about the legacy. It's not about the money. It's not about the promotions. Never mind that. I'll lose my belt and go fight Canelo. He said that. School of Skills, my brother. What's going on? Mikael Yashirala, what's going on, bro? How you feeling? Cedric Williams, what's going on? St. Louis Mick, what's going on? Hey, bro, what's going on? So you said it, right? You said, he just said, oh, as soon as the fight was over, I'll go up and smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.1K. He said, as soon as the fight was over, he said, I'll lose my belt. It's not about my belt. It's not about the money. It's not about this. It's not about that. I'll go up there and fight him. Well, go fight him.
Yeah, you said it, so now you got to do it.
And Kurt, you said it twice now. You said it with Benavidez, and now you're saying it again with Canelo. A17 Bossy B, what are you talking about? He said, and let me get to the super chat first. Sports Express Podcast, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, I disagree with Kurt on the Charlo. Jermall will knock out Canelo. His energy in and out of the ring is on 10 and won't quit on the stool. Yeah, but Jermall's at 154. And he's a different, he's different, but he's at 154. Signs of Times, TVHQ, what's going on? But Kurt, A17 Boxing B said, y'all, we do this with Jermall Charlo, but give David Benavidez a pass on letting Canelo get away with his belt. How did he let him get away with his belt, bro? Like Broadway Hayes, what's going on? How did he let Canelo Alvarez get away with his belt? Huh? That was up to the WBC. Talking Boxing the LAC, LAC, what's going on? The WBC decided to do that. Okay, since you want to say that. Jermall Charlo allowed Canelo Alvarez to get away with his belt when he asked to be franchised and gave away his belt. Champagne Marlowe, what's going on? James Torres, what's going on? He lost his belt on the scale. Yeah, now that's his fault. Nobody said it wasn't his fault he did that though. We got to take this into consideration. He did that coming through a pandemic. He was one of the first fights back. The WBC immediately removed him of champion. Gennady Golovkin been the champion for all this time for the IBF, and he fought in December. He's saying he ain't gonna fight again until next December. So it's every sanctioned body move different, and he is. Bro, what do you A17 Boxing B? We got to get out our feelings now. Get out your feelings, bro. Let's deal with facts over feelings. Let's deal with facts over feelings. Because now you're talking about, well, he should be looking to fight Canelo. The same energy he has for Jermall Charlo, he's been having for Canelo Alvarez. He stated, Canelo Alvarez ain't never want to fight me until I ain't have my belt. He's been avoiding me. He said this. He's been saying Canelo needs to fight me. So why are you going to act like David Benavidez has not been trying to pursue Canelo Alvarez the same way he was looking for Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant before he was looking for Jermall Charlo. The only reason he brought up Jermall Charlo was because Jermall Charlo brought him up. So what are we talking about here? Let's deal with facts over feelings. Jermall Charlo brought him up. That's the only reason he responded. And then he said, okay, well, if you want to come out here and fight, then let's do it. Okay, so here's A17 Boxing B. You want to ride this train with me today, huh? Okay, cool. Let's do it. My brother Bitch, B Megastar, what's going on? Give me 1 second, Kurt. He want to ride the train. So now he says, Kurt, no way. He should have been on his bumper, just like Andrade was. They both at 168. Charlo still 160. Good. I'm glad you said that. Well, when Charlo was at 160 with Canelo, show me the press conference that Jermall Charlo showed up of Canelo Alvarez. like Demetrius Andrade. So you're saying that David Benavidez needs to do the same thing that Demetrius Andrade did. So, okay, did you see Jermall Charlo at Canelo Alvarez fight this weekend in Texas? In his backyard. Earl Spence was there. Demetrius Andrade was there. Was Jermall Charlo there? No. When Jermall Charlo was at 160 and Canelo Alvarez actually franchised in all these fights, show me the fight that he showed up to Canelo Alvarez press conference and did what Demetrius Andrade did. He was in 2 weight classes with Canelo Alvarez. He was at 150 with Canelo Alvarez, 154, and he was at 160 with Canelo Alvarez. So show me the press conference where he did what Demetrius Andrade did. Go ahead. Since you're saying that David Benavidez needs to do that. So he needed to do that because he was his mandatory. So show me what Demetrius Andrade did. He's not his mandatory. Okay? So show me the press conference. Did you see that, Kurt? A press conference where Jermall Charlo was there calling for the fight?
No.
So why David Benavidez got to do it? He said he was there in Miami. Wrong. That was Jermall Charlo, great brother. Good try. Jermall Charlo was not there in Miami. That was Jermall Charlo. And Jermall Charlo was with Derrick James in Miami. And since he was there, why didn't he show up to the press conference if you're saying he was there? So then show me the footage of him at the press conference. Go ahead. Because I ain't see him there. Did you saw him there, Kurt?
No, he wasn't there.
That was Jermall Charlo with Derrick James. Now he's saying why Chase because he's a ghost. You see what I'm talking about? You can't make this stuff up, man. Stop it, bro. Stop it. He's a ghost. You just said Demetrius Andrade. We just saw. Now listen to this, Kurt. He said, why chase him because he's a ghost? Well, we just seen Demetrius Andrade chase him. You just said that he needed to do what Demetrius Andrade did. So he ain't a ghost. He's a physical person. And then we saw Arislandi Lara do it as well. So what do you mean he's a ghost? Come on, bro. Stop it. Debo the God, my brother in Super Chat. Why is it so hard for Boo Boo and Charlo to fight? Because of what Demetrius Andrade did with Jermall Charlo. Shacktastic 11, what's going on? He had a fight scheduled the week of the fight week. He pulled out the fight, and then he's showing them the fights, Kurt. With So now he's saying, well, Andrade embarrassed himself. So then why, bro? Come on, man, stop it, man. Stop, man. Facts over feelings, bro. Facts over feelings. So get the likes to 1.1K. Kurt, did you see him? He had the shirt. He said he wore the Billy Joe Saunders shirt. Let's go, Billy. Let's go, Billy. Then he asked Canelo for a suit. Hey, Canelo, let's go. Viva Mexico. Let's go.
How can you, a guy like that, bet or have faith in a guy like Andrade? I don't think that fight would be competitive if he fights Canelo Alvarez. I believe that fight will probably go 7-8 rounds. He was hurt against Liam Williams real bad. In the 3rd round, his whole body shook when Liam Williams landed a short right hand. He has nothing. I don't see anything. To me, he has regressed as a fighter. And it's his persona, his personality. Him and Alvarez are polar opposites as fighters and as men. Polar opposites. And it will show in the ring.
817 Boston B said, so how is Jermall Charlo supposed to get the fight? Right. So how is David Benavidez supposed to get the fight with Canelo? You said David Benavidez need to have the same energy for Canelo, so he's having the same energy. So how's he supposed to get the fight? Let's deal with facts over feelings. So just say they're in the same boat. But David Benavidez responded to Jermall Charlo when Jermall Charlo made mention of him. He didn't mention Jermall Charlo at all whatsoever. Never has. He was talking about Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez. And then when Jermall Charlo started mentioning his name, he turned his attention to Jermall Charlo. Plain and simple. Just keep it 100. That's what he did. And he's been trying to get the Canelo fight just like everybody else. He can't get it. So just like you're saying, how's Jermall Charlo supposed to get the fight? Well, how is David Benavidez supposed to get it? They got to fight. David Benavidez, Kurt, he had the right mentality. What did he say, Kurt? If I'm not going to get the Canelo fight, I got to put myself in the best position. So I need these fights with Jermall Charlo and Caleb Plant. Didn't he say that?
That's exactly what he said.
So okay, if Canelo not going to fight me, then I need to fight Jermall Charlo and Caleb Plant, and then he's going to be in a position where he got to fight me. That's what he should be saying. That's what he should be saying. We already know. It's pointless to keep saying that. Well, he ain't fighting. We know this already. We know this. He's picking and choosing what fights he wants. We already know that. What's the next move now? We understand that. It's chess, not checkers. We know he made this move, and this is the move he's going to make. Okay, so now what's going to be your counter move? To put yourself in position. That's what you need to do. I am Ill Will. My brother, go subscribe to my brother, I am Ill Will. DJ, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. I love what Boo Boo Andrade did Saturday. Sometimes you got to go stand on your guy's front lawn if he keeps avoiding you and show the world he doesn't want to come outside and fight you, but instead he calls the right. Exactly. And I understand that. Erislandy Lara had to do it. It's understandable. And see, Kurt, this is what people don't understand, Kurt. This is what Canelo had to do. Canelo's doing this, Kurt, because this is what he was taught. This is what he felt like he had to do when it came to Floyd Mayweather. Remember, Kurt?
That's right.
Remember, he stood on his square and said, listen, oh, Floyd Mayweather, you want to continue to dance around me as if I'm not asking for this fight? Or you want to continue to do this? And you want to continue to put me on your undercard but not fight me? You want to continue to okay, well, guess what? I'm not doing nothing else with you. No more business with you. I don't want to skate with you. I don't want to do nothing with you. Like he said on ATL. I ain't trying to skate with you. I ain't trying to do nothing. You know what I mean, Kurt? Until you give me what I'm looking for now. So he's feeling like this is what he had to do to get. Remember, Floyd told him. See, this is what people don't remember, Kurt. Floyd told him, okay, go ahead and fight Shane Mosley. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then he told him, go fight. Now you got to fight Austin Trout. So he fought Austin Trout. Then Floyd was like, well, now you got to fight. And he was like, hold on, man. I'm not going to keep fighting these people. Remember that, Kurt?
Yep, I sure do.
So this is where he learned from. Aki Kari, what's going on? He said, Floyd said, yeah, go ahead and fight this guy. And he did it. Fight Shane Mosley, he did it. Then remember the last one was the Pacquiao situation. Remember Floyd kept saying he should fight Pacquiao. Remember that?
Right.
And he was like, wait a minute. Come on, man. I'm not fighting nobody else until you agree to fight me. I'll fight whoever you want me to fight as long as you in the contract. And Floyd was like, you know what? Oh, you feel like you're ready right now? Because Floyd was trying to build it. He didn't feel like he was ready. And so Floyd was like, Kurt, remember, he's like, okay, you want it right now? Okay. Groundhog Sports Nation, brother in Super Chat. Canelo will wait until Andrade gets old if he fights him at all. He'll never fight Demetrius Andrade. See, that tactic don't work. It worked with Lara. He ain't going to fall for it again. You know? Marky Dan 123, brother in Super Chat. If we can't get Boo Boo Andrade and versus Charlo, then let's see Eubank versus Andrade. They both with Matchroom. That's an easy fight for Hearn to make. I agree. I like that fight. Lone Wolf, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. We should have 1.1K already. But these are things that people don't remember, Kurt. So he's doing what was like Floyd Mayweather was doing what was done to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just following the blueprint. That's all.
Yeah. Now, whether we agree, I don't agree with it. But what I'm saying is, put him in a position where it's hard for him to turn it down. Michael James 616. What's going on? That's all I'm saying. If you Jermall Charlo and you said, hey, I'll go to 168 and easily knock out, he won't get past 6 rounds. David Benavidez. Okay. And then you as soon as Canelo fight that same very division that you're saying that you're not it's not your division. Then you're saying you go to 168 and fight Canelo. Well, go ahead and put yourself in a position to fight Canelo. That's what I'm saying. 817 Bossy, he said, so drop your belt. That's what he said. He said it. How y'all trying to defend something he said? That's what I don't understand. He said, I'll drop and lose my belt right now. He said that. So if you want to ask anybody, why would that be the case? Then ask him. Why would you drop your belt? He said, I'll drop my belt right now. Okay, so if you drop your belt right now and fight Canelo, then drop your belt right now and fight David Benavidez, and then put yourself in position to fight Canelo. Period. You said don't just read a piece. I didn't have to continue to read it because you said, so drop your belt, fight David and beat him, and who's next? Okay, so you don't have a problem with him fighting. What's the dude's name he's fighting, Perk, right now?
Macias.
Macias. So why are you asking who's next when he's fighting Macias and you don't have a problem with that? So why are we getting ready to act like, well, there's nobody for him to fight? What are we talking about here? So who's he fighting at 160? What is he doing at 160 that he can't do at 168? Devin Blocker, what's going on, great brother? Who's at 160? What is he doing at 160? Please, somebody tell me. Who's he beating at 160? Basement Boxer Talk, what's going on? What's at 160? What is he doing at 160? Please, explain to me. Because you acting like he can't leave the division because there's so much competition there. So what's at 160? He said he's not fighting Andrade. He's never going to fight Andrade. So, okay, Triple G is not even going to fight this year, but one time when he fights Murata. Jaime Munguia is not there. So who's he fighting at 160? Go ahead. Please tell me.
Tell you one thing, I don't want to see no more Dennis Hogan's and Brandon Adams fights. I'll tell you that much.
And who's he going to fight? Matias?
Yeah, Macias.
L Dell Boxing, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother L Dell Boxing. Yeah, L Dub. Hey, we got a special coming with this. I don't know if you heard this, Kurt, but I guess the cat is getting ready to be out the bag. But he said this Charlo and Montiel Juneteenth card is going to be lit, right? So we was talking about this behind the scenes. It's Juneteenth, right, Kurt? So now we just had Cinco de Mayo weekend, right, Kurt? And that card was all Mexican fighters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Juneteenth card with Jermall Charlo is going to feature all Mexican fighters except Jermall Charlo and Aleem.
Aleem is on that card?
Yeah. But he's not even going to be on the televised part, according to reports.
Wow. But the majority of the card is Mexican.
Right.
I ain't know that. Wow. That's news to me.
Right.
And this is Juneteenth?
Real clean. Like he said, can we leave that out of it? Did you say that Cinco de Mayo weekend when the entire card featured all Mexican boxers? So why would we leave that part out? See, this is what I don't understand. Robbie Sanders, what's going on? So once this makes official, right? Why would we leave that out? Why would you want to leave that out? I'm confused. You just watched Cinco de Mayo weekend, an all Mexican card. They tailored to that. They catered to it. So why would we want to leave it out? You didn't have why didn't you say, man, they shouldn't do this? It should be some like, come on, brother. Come on, brother.
This is the way to discredit the fan base. You know, Juneteenth, you know, of course, celebration of the slaves being freed, and they having majority of the card non-black. So, you know, that's very peculiar.
So I'm just waiting to see if they make adjustments. Demetrius Bright, what's going on? That's why I didn't make any mention of it. I'm eager. My brother DB in the building. What's good with your DB? Go subscribe to my brother DB, man. DB, drop that link, bro. You already know. Batman in the building. He said PBC don't. Yep. Yeah. Well, we going. You know, I'm just waiting to see how. I didn't mention it to you, Kurt, or nothing because I didn't. I'm just waiting for it to be official. I'm just waiting to see, you know, they're gonna make adjustments or not. Because the whole point of putting it on that date in Houston, in Texas, was because of that. Phil J 508, what's going on? And on top of it, you got Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos Jr.
That's the same day, right? The 19th?
Mm-hmm. Pac-Man, ATL Tay, my brother in the building. Hey, Kurt, looking like July, the trilogy.
Oh, yeah, really? You got news? You can tell me behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'll tell you behind the scenes, but that's what it's looking like, though, Kurt.
Wow.
Frank Warren let a little bit of it slip out today, too.
Can you imagine that? I didn't see that coming so suddenly. You saying June? No, you saying what?
July.
July.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be huge. Huge.
Galvatron, Edward James, what's going on? Joe H, what's going on? I'm just waiting to get a little more official news on that as well, but that's what it's looking like, Kurt. That's what it's looking like.
That's a huge fight, man. Woo, the controversy. Remember, controversy sells, and boy, that's a huge fight.
Yeah, and did you see him working out yesterday, Kurt?
Yeah, I seen him.
What you think about it?
Well, he looks fluid. It seemed like Malik Scott was he was throwing a lot of combinations. So I just wanted to see the fight. Man, I hope it come to fruition.
And Kurt, you know what the thing about Chosen 115 was going on? Hey, the emphasis to go into the body. You know, that's huge. And granted, we only seeing what they want us to see. So that ain't that's nowhere near what the entire workout. But I've been telling people, Kurt, I love Malik Scott, man. I'm a huge fan of what he does, man.
It seems like they got a good chemistry together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love Malik Scott, man. I love what he brings for him. You know what I mean? Dark Kent 718, what's going on, great brother? I love what Kurt. Man, and more people. You're gonna see more of Malik Scott after this. Now I don't know if because I know he trains like kids. You know, he does a lot of giving back. So I know he trains like a lot of kids. Fred Creech, what's going on? I know he does a lot of that. So I don't know if he's interested in training too many people. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you know, man, Curry, I love it, man. Salute to Clinton Jackson, brother, in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. I gotta disagree respectfully with Kurt. I think Plant got what it takes. He is an old business type of cat and extremely skilled. He also been through a lot recently, which could be motivation. That's true.
But here's the thing with Plant. I go by his past fights. Plant in the second half of fights gets tired and he gets hit quite easy. He should not be getting hit with his rhythmic and perpetual motion, his athleticism. He was getting hit with uppercuts against Caleb Truex, of all people. Even when he got the title from Escadical, he was getting hit. I could see the Canelo Plant fight playing out like this. Plant will have a good 6 rounds, maybe even ahead on the scorecards of the fighters, like nip and tuck. And I could see Canelo landing a couple of body shots, and I could see him slowing down, and then Canelo taking over the fight. Whether he quit or not, I don't know. But see, we don't know. We don't know how good Caleb Plant is. We don't know because who he's been fighting. He hasn't been fighting anybody, so we don't know. He's been inactive, and all of a sudden, we look at him like he's not Pernell Whitaker. You know, he does have some talent, but we don't know how good he is, especially a guy against Canelo. So we'll find out if he if he takes the fight. Now, we don't know if he'll take the fight. He turned down the Canelo fight how many times already? Twice?
Yeah, twice.
So we have to see. I'm not sold on them guys. I'm not confident about Caleb Plant because he hasn't fought anybody. Plus, he's been very inactive.
Yeah, he has all the skill set. You know what I mean? He has the skill set to do so. If he'll follow through, you know, is like you said, Kurt, it's another story. Like I said, Kurt, you know, I've been saying, you know, the thing about it is, to me, is like, you know, with Canelo Alvarez, you know, at some point in time, you know, you're gonna have to weather a storm. You know what I mean? You know, you're gonna have to weather a storm.
And the thing is, if you get off to a good start, say like the 6th or 7th round, from the 6th to the 10th, he's going to amp up the pressure. Because against Sanders, he was a little worried. When did you ever see Canelo playing and pandering to the crowd, raising his gloves and waving to the crowd like, come on, come on, come on?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did with Sanders. But I think after a couple of rounds, he kind of knew. But, you know, you got to get through 6 to 10 because he's coming with the heavy pressure if he feels that he's behind. He's that kind of fighter. I don't know about Plant. I don't know how good he is.
And I like Caleb Plant, man. I like his skill set. You know, like you said, that's the only thing is the second half. Like you said, against Uskatiki, he started to fade. You know what I mean? Milk it in the super chat. Salute, great brother. Appreciate you. Canelo pound for pound 1, Mel 2, Crawford 3, Spence 4, 2 5s. That Canelo ducking narrative died Saturday. It really starting to reek of clout chasing at this point. Royal Q Dash, what's going on? Healer the mind body coach. What's going on, great brother? I mean, Billy Joe Saunders hasn't, you know, had a high profile fight and looked good since his fight against David Lemieux. That was 2017. So, I mean, I don't know how much of that narrative just went by the wayside, or it's just that everybody wants it to go by the wayside. And Kurt, one thing, another thing is, you know, when Roy Jones, did you listen to Roy Jones, Kurt?
Yeah.
You heard what he said? That Errol Spence ain't fighting nobody.
Yeah, that was crazy when he said that.
I'm like, Errol Spence, Mansa Musa lifestyle is going on. Errol Spence is not fighting nobody, but Terrence Crawford is fighting everybody.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I like fell out my chair when he said that. You know, Roy says a lot of great things because he was a fighter, so he know. But once in a while, he'll say something off the wall like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, huh? He's like, and the thing, Denzel Horton, brother in the super chat, question for Kurt: who is the fighter that you feel can beat Canelo? Well, you want to answer that now, Kurt?
Yeah, nobody from 168 to 175. The people who has equal skill set, excuse me, or better, or people or smaller fighters like Crawford and Spence. But we have weight division and Jermall. We have weight divisions for a reason. Canelo's like a bull. He have a huge advantage because of the weight, and they're naturally smaller men. Right now, 168, 175, he's beating everybody. Better be Bivol, everybody. That's my opinion. Until somebody beats him, you know, you got to show me. But I'll take Canelo against the field right now.
Yeah. Oh, we got Jonathan Simon, brother in the super chat. Blue and Kurt, what's the advantage Canelo has over all these fighters? Is it big fight experience? Floyd, Cotto, Triple G, he has been under the big lights. That's part of it, and it's just his mindset overall, right? His mindset is that you know, you know, his mindset is like Kurt said, he eats, sleep, boxing. That's just what he does. You know what I mean? But what you think, Kurt? Is his approach to the sport is different.
His preparation, his mental makeup, his dedication. He's doing everything before he gets into the ring. He has a huge advantage over these fighters. Those fighters ain't that I mentioned, Andrade. They're so inactive and fighting nobody. It's not helping them when you get the Canelo fight. Plant fought the German dude. What's his name? I forgot his name. What is it? Friesen Butts. Remember the guy he fought on Fox?
The last guy?
No, before that. Not before Truex.
Before True. Oh, let me look his name. I know you're talking about, Kurt. Hold on. Yeah, he didn't. You know, he what's his name? Fighting Butts.
Yeah, see, I forgot his name. You know, and Andrade fighting Liam Williams. That's not preparing you for a guy like Canelo. So it's preparation. And Canelo's been doing it for so long, it's like a glass of water to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like you fighting low level competition. Next thing you know, like Chris Algieri, they throw you in a ring with Pacquiao, or they throw you in a ring with Mayweather. You know, you're not going to beat guys like that, you know, because you're fighting low level competition. So you're not giving yourself the best chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what do Charlo gain by fighting Brandon Adams or Dennis Hogan? Derevchenko was a nice win, but wasn't he coming off a loss?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Salute to Bo One. Bo One in Super Chat. He said Plant can't keep Canelo at bay. It's not about keeping him at bay. It's about being able to turn him, and you know, it's about being able to turn him, and it's about staying consistent. and being able to weather the storms, right? Because Canelo was coming. So, like you said, Canelo's gonna keep coming. He's gonna keep coming. He's gonna keep coming. You know what I realized, Kurt? I'm like, he's like Sean Porter. He just keeps coming, Kurt, and he's coming and he's coming, and they got granite chins. If you can't, Tay Brown, Peace of Bless Queen, if you can't deal with the continuous pressure. See, the difference with Canelo and Sean Porter is he got power in both hands. So if Sean Porter had power in both hands, he would be Canelo, Kurt.
Yep.
They continue to come. They come, and they, they're gonna keep on. When I was saying that just sounded a little, but they're gonna, they're gonna relentless pressure is, it's just nonstop. You got to be able to continue to be able to stay calm, cool, and collective. Pivot in those situations, turn them, make them miss, but let him know you gotta touch him when he misses. You gotta make him miss and make him pay. And then sometimes you just gotta make him miss and make him reset. You know what I mean? Yeah, Galvatron pause. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just gotta you have to make him miss and then make him pay. And then sometimes you gotta make him miss and make him reset. You know what I mean? But that's the key. But if you can't deal with that through 12 rounds, because I don't see nobody knocking him out. So if you can't deal with that for 12 rounds, then you're in trouble. Salute to my brother DJ in the super chat, dropping that half a hundo on us in the super chat. He said, my guy Wilder went into the lab after a loss like Rocky did in Rocky 3. He looks quicker and believe his new trainer has unlocked skills he didn't know he had. Similar to Apollo did for Rocky and Wilder beat Malik Scott. How is that? Yep. A lot of similarities.
Talking about what you said about Canelo, because we know Plant can box. You have to be like a master boxer to confuse Canelo for 12 rounds like Floyd did. It ain't no Floyd Mayweather's coming around the bend either. We don't know if Plant has that footwork. When you turn a fighter, Pernell Whitaker, when he fought Chavez Sr., gave you a clinic because Chavez is another fighter that was like a ball. He keeps coming, and breaks you down. He couldn't touch Pernell because Pernell was turning him. Because we all know Pernell's a master boxer, but we don't know if Plant possessed that. And with Canelo, he's gonna come and he's gonna break you down by going to your body. I just don't see Plant beating him, man. Maybe one of these guys can prove me wrong, but I don't think so. I really don't.
817 Boston B, brother in the super chat. He says, so I guess Avenue, Derom, Caleb Smith, and Billy Joe Saunders were real massive challenges that Canelo really had to dig deep in. Nobody said that. But the thing is, they have to dig deep to beat him. We didn't say he had to dig deep to beat them. Right? Now, Floyd made it look easy. Right? But, who else made it look easy outside of Floyd Mayweather? Name somebody that made it look easy against Canelo outside of Floyd Mayweather. Hey, I missed 2 super chats from 817 Boston B. He said 817 Boston B in super chat. If Charlo drops his belt and comes to 168, there are 3 fights for him: David, Plant, and Jacobs. No title fights or guarantees for Canelo, though. Thoughts? But those are all big fights, though. Either one of them would be the biggest fight in his career. Just one of them would be the biggest fight in his career. So why is he staying at 160? So you need to go there. And even if he don't get Canelo, guess what? He still gets an opportunity for a title because Canelo will have to vacate the titles to move up. So if he didn't get the Canelo fight, Canelo will still have to vacate the title. So 1 or 2 of these fights is going to be for a vacant title. And then he makes himself a 3-division champion fighting the best opposition in his career. See how that works?
Very simple. Charlo being from Texas could fight Benavidez, and they could do it at the stadium. It would be a huge fight. it makes business sense. That's number one. It makes business sense. You throw it on pay-per-view, it's going to do well. It's going to be sold out. Canelo and Charlo, another huge fight. All three of them can fight each other, and it will do big numbers. Nobody loses.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So that's the biggest fights of his career. So I mean, Nick J said huge fights, huge fight. In facts, those are big fights.
That stadium will be filled, man. Huge fight. Cinco de Mayo. Can you imagine Charlo and Canelo, Cinco de Mayo, or the second week? It was that Mexican Independence weekend, or Benavidez and Canelo, Benavidez and Charlo. No matter how you split it, all huge fights.
Massive. And I get it. You know, the goal is to get Canelo. But even if you don't get Canelo, you still have to build your own legacy. So if he's going to stay at 160, who's he going to fight at 60? Because we already know he's not fighting Demetrius Andrade. He's not going to fight Murata. And Murata and Triple G said Triple G ain't going to fight him. They said they're going to fight each other in New Year's Eve, December. Last time he fought was December. He going to fight again December. So a year. You know, and the winner ain't gonna fight Jermall Charlo. So what's the point? He's not fighting anybody, so he may as well go ahead and move up and have legacy fights. Peace be free, said I missed the super chat. Okay, let me check it out, great brother. I didn't get it, peace be free. I only got my brother 817 boxing beat.
Hey, Blue.
Uh-huh.
Charlo fighting Benavidez is Texas, and Canelo tends to fight.
Huge.
Now that speculation, man, Canelo's at the fight. He's scouting both guys. And you know how we talk. Fans going to be like, he's there because he's fighting a winner. Mm-hmm. It makes sense. Who want to see Charlo fighting Brandon Adams? Not me.
Right. Oh, I don't want to see him fighting Macio or Mateo.
After there's no more passes for Charlo, I'm sorry. Especially after that Benavidez thing. No more passes. No more passes. Talking all that hot stuff, tough guy. I want to see it. Show me tough guy.
Yeah, Mateo, that's his name. Macias Mateo.
I know who that is, so I've seen him fight before.
Yeah. But we want to see the best fight the best. Nino Brown, what's going on? You see who Nick J said, you see, where'd comment go? She said, you see who be at these last Canelo fights, though. Yep, Errol Spence. Ringside, Kurt.
Yeah, I seen him there.
Making his presence felt. Bo One, brother in the super chat. He said, outside of David, they suffer from the Mayweather effect. This is a fact. Everybody want to be Money Mayweather. Nobody want to be a pretty boy Floyd.
Got to put the work in.
Mm-hmm. Big brother in life. What's going on? Hey, Jay Lynn, she saw Errol Spence at the fight and froze up, Kurt.
Really?
Yep. Go ahead, Jay Lynn. Tell him. Tell him. Canelo called out David Benavidez? Canelo said at some point you got to stop holding back. Jab Jam 3, my brother. Act Reacher, what's going on?
What's up, Act? That's what he said?
Yeah, no, he just said that, all these fighters at some point, he's saying he's not going to be quiet no more. That's what he said.
Canelo was never scared of anybody. He's away from Oscar De La Hoya. He's active. He's going to fight all of them one by one. Those fights is coming.
Kurt, Jalen said, he looked at me like, are you going to say something?
Wow, really?
It's different when you see him in person. It's surreal sometimes, right? Surreal. Peace be free, my brother in the super chat. I felt that Canelo was slowing down. Canelo can be had. Oh, for sure, he was slowing down, but it takes you. But you have to be able to weather the storm as well, because he's not going to pack it in. That's the thing. He's not going to pack it in. He's not going. That ain't going to happen, regardless if he got fatigued or not. You know what I mean? He ain't packing it in.
See, people don't understand it. Great fighters have skill, and this is the most important piece right here: the content of their character as men, not fighters. What kind of metal do you have as a man? And that's the most important part of a fighter, his character. What is he made of? Is he made of steel or plastic? I don't think those guys are made of steel. That's my whole point. You know, I just got a feeling about these guys when I predict these fights, and I'm not right all the time, but most of the times because I can see right through them. They got glass foreheads. I can see right through them. Just like I said, Sanders, and quitting on the stool or whatever. I won't be surprised if another fighter quit on the stool. A fighter that you at least expect. Don't be surprised if your favorite fighter quit.
Mm-hmm. And you know something. It's just the boxers, they see it, right, Kurt, and they it's just like you see them in person. You get it's like a surreal moment. I think they get those moments when they step in the ring. It's a surreal moment, but the greats can slow down the moment. They can slow down the action.
It's nothing to them.
Right.
A relaxed fighter and a patient fighter is a dangerous fighter.
Right.
Look how patient and relaxed Floyd was, and Ali and Leonard. They had tons of experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What was I just going to say? Man, I forgot what I was going to say, Kurt. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.2K. I forgot what I was just going to say, Kurt. Oh, man. But yeah, back to Roy Jones, right, Kurt? I was super surprised when he said that. I was like, huh? Because he said, the thing that got me, right, Kurt, is when he said, I could put Terrence Crawford as my pound for pound number one fighter, but I can't even put Errol Spence in the pound for pound list. Like, I'm like, wait, huh? Earl can't even make the list?
Boy, that's disrespectful.
I'm like, bro. And then he said, but Kurt thing, he's like, I didn't want to say this because I'm in Dallas and they're gonna get mad at me. He's like, but I just want to see him fight the best. You know what I mean? And he ain't doing that. He ain't fighting the best. But I'm like, and then he said this, Kurt. He was like, people talking about Kell Brook. Well, Terrence Crawford, he knocked out Kell Brook in 3 rounds. So he did it, in a more oppressive fashion. I'm like, does Roy know the logistics of this? First of all, it wasn't even the 3rd round. That was the 4th round. But does Roy even know the logistics of everything that took place? Like, he's saying this. Hold on one second, Kirk. My kid's right here, like I'm not on. Yeah, they just heard me and then they left. Sir Dante Fox, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, "What up, Blue Kurt? I think boxing needs to have some type of constant, like the gloves and the ring size. Side note, Canelo looked very strong, and I don't see Boo Boo beating him either. Yeah, I don't think Demetrius Andrade could beat him. And they do need to have some sort of just some regulation, some standard sizes, ring size, glove size, things of that nature. You know what I mean? But it should be, the weight of the glove, not, just 10 ounces. It could be in your wrist or it need to be 10 ounces, equally distributed. You know what I mean? Champagne Marlowe, brother in Super Chat, I don't want to see Plant fight Canelo because he will get stopped. He never been under them lights. Yeah, this is going to be a telltale sign, bro. It's huge, man. And he had a long layoff. But yeah, Kurt, when he said that, right? When he said, but he's like, yeah, he stopped Kell Brook in the 3rd round. And I'm like, Roy, he stopped Kell Brook in the 4th round. And do you know that Errol Spence went to the UK and beat Kell Brook for his first world championship opportunity? Right? That was for the first time he fought for a belt in the UK. And on Vital Sports, what's going on in the UK in front of 60,000 people. Terrence Crawford fought him 3.5 years later after suffering both those injuries with no belt. He was already established with no fans in attendance. Like, Roy, come on, Roy. And then he's like, well, he ain't fight nobody else. Well, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, best fighters on his resume. Any one of them. By far. By far. But what was your thoughts, Kurt, when you heard that?
Well, first of all, I want to say that these guys fight hard-nosed professionals, and we want them to fight like A-level competition. And it's very rare that a star fighter is going to fight opponents that's a star. And sometimes we underestimate, we overlook some of their wins. Like Danny Garcia, we all know Danny Garcia. That was a good win coming off a car accident. But like we criticize Crawford, but when you fight guys like Thomas Delorme and Felix Diaz, and those are good wins, and Victor Postol, those are good wins. If Earl fights and knocks out a Lamont Peterson and looks impressive, I think Earl took the fight out of him, and Lamont was never the same. And those are good wins. But we want our fighters, and we want all fighters to fight star quality opponents. And you're not going to get that because there's not that many around. Like we get on Canelo fighting Yildirim's and Fieldings, and that's always going to be. Roy Jones fought a guy, one of the worst guys to fight for a championship. He was a cop. His name was Ricky Frazier, I believe. That was Roy had to fight him. That was a terrible matchup. So you're always going to get that, fight where it'd be like, what is he doing fighting him? But what Roy said, man, is just completely off the wall because Earl has a better resume than Crawford. We all know that. So I was kind of surprised that Roy took that stance and said that. And I was like, man, Roy, you must have been drunk or something. I don't know. I don't know. I was like, I'm like, wow. But we, the fighters fan base, when Ali could fight a guy, a star after star, that's rare because he has the opponents or Sugar Ray Leonard fighting all them guys. You don't have that today. You have good fighters that's popular, and you're gonna have fighters they fight that that's tough fighters but not known, and they go through them guys. Crawford and Spence is going through those guys. Sometimes we don't give them enough credit. Both fighters. I know people gonna be like, yeah, but Crawford as a lightweight been knocking out everybody at welterweight. You can say what you want. They're not, like I said, they're not A-list, but they look so good that, it's a shame that, Spencer Crawford ain't gonna fight.
Yeah, when he said that, Kurt, I was just like, wait, what is he talking about? Like, then he's like, because Crawford, I could put him at number one because he fighting all the best fighters, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
Kurt said, yeah, no.
He I don't know. That's like disrespectful to Earl, man. But it seems like with Earl or it's an extreme. Like you're either like with Crawford or you against him, and you either with Earl hard body karate or you against them. It seems like that. There's no gray area with them two guys. You're either fans of theirs or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like that.
Yeah, he said, and then when he said that, he was like, "Yeah, we know that you gave Floyd problems 2 times in sparring, but that's about it." I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
he
like,
was just putting Earl down.
yeah, like I'm like, wow, Roy. Milk it, my brother in super chat. I used to have full-fledged arguments with people for saying Roy didn't fight no one. I think he just emphasizes with Crawford, in my opinion. Yeah, it's like, wow. I was like, wait. I was like, huh? I was confused, Roy. Like, General Squall, my brother in super chat, didn't SOG call Canelo out? What did Canelo say? Yeah, he did. You know, Andre Ward. If that fight could happen right now, Andre Ward will come back and make that fight happen. You know, so but yeah, he didn't want that. He didn't want to fight Andre Ward. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I know Triple G ain't want to fight him either.
Nope. Nope. He making his way through the rankings, through the weight classes now. But if Andre Ward was there, boy, at 60 and 68, he would not be attempting to make his way through these weight classes. He would not be. No, sir. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes to 1.2. Hey, Kurt. AJ trying to do whatever he can to get Tyson Fury to sign the contract. Hey, Kurt, they keep on. Didn't they tell us a couple weeks ago that Tyson Fury signed all the contracts?
Yeah, they did.
Snap today, they saying he ain't signed nothing.
Yeah, I saw that. Eddie Hearn. I told you he's trying to will this fight through, and it ain't happening.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
The contracts will be signed today. We're gonna look them over. You know, all parties agreed, and we're gonna make an announcement next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's Eddie Hearn.
Yep. And now he said that they was going to announce it during the fight this week, the Canelo fight. Now he's saying it's going to be this week. Soldier God TV, brother in the super chat. Hey, Blue and Kurt, do you think Jermall Charlo moves up if he becomes undisputed at 154 or reigns at 154 like Hagler did back in the day? I think he's going to move up because Errol Spence going to move up. Juan Taylor Street, what's going on? He said, give Crawford his credit, man. Bro, what are you talking about? Yeah, I think he's going to move up because I think that Errol Spence is going to move up. And they're not going to be in each other's way. So I think he'll move up eventually. What you think, Kurt?
Yeah, I think 154, you'll have a new face on 154 because you're going to have Spence there. You're going to have Jerron Ennis there. He's too big to stay at 147. And don't be surprised if Ennis and Spence fight at junior middleweight. And I wouldn't be surprised Crawford and Porter move up. I mean, it's purely speculation, but, you know, that division is going to change real quick.
Mm-hmm. Salute to D-Sham CPT, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Why the recent clenbuterol vial? China's Fuyu Li 50 to 100 picograms. Italy's Ales Colo 200 picograms. Spain's Contada 50 picogram. Canelo Alvarez 600 to 800 picogram. WBC has increased the limits. Yeah. Yeah, well, we knew that already, that they increased the limits. You know, it's very small, according to them. The limits is very small, and They up the amount because, like, we understand they're gonna cater to him. Plain and simple. It's just not that hard. What the NFL always say, Kurt, you're responsible for what goes in your body. Period.
Mm-hmm.
NFL don't do that. You're responsible for what goes in your body. Period. And so they changing the limits. Let you know it's self-explanatory. Sir Dante Fox, brother, back in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Fighters look at fighters differently. Remember, Tyson says Manny is and was better than Floyd, and Roy didn't give him his credit either. And Roy said he can still beat everyone. Yeah, he can, but I mean, we gotta be realistic though. To say Errol Spence is not fighting anybody, like, come on.
I was shocked when Roy said that, man. I couldn't believe he said that.
Right. Like I mean, you could your what, how you say it, Kurt? Your personal preference is one thing, right? But to say Errol is not fighting anybody, come on. He's not fighting anybody? Come on. Like, and you know, he knows the sport of boxing. So he knows Mikey Garcia. He knows Danny Garcia. He knows these guys. So to say he's not fighting anybody, come on. That doesn't even add up. Say he ain't fighting nobody. I can't put him, and to say I can't put him on a pound for pound list. Come on. Come on, man. Like, really? You didn't see Roy don't know that he's fighting who he fought. And Nick J said he picked Mikey to win the fight. Sugar Ray Leonard picked Mikey to win the fight too.
Yeah, but Sugar Ray Leonard is terrible though at commentating, and they asked him why. He said because he's Mikey. I said what? He said because he's Mikey. I'm like, oh man. And you ever heard Ray on the zone? Boy, I'm glad they got him up out of there.
Oh man.
He was horrible. Great fighter, but horrible commentating.
Oh man, what'd he say, Kurt? Why
Mikey's gonna win? Because he's Mikey.
No breakdown, no nothing, right, Kurt?
Nothing like that.
Just simply because he's Mikey.
Then when that fight was about a month away, I was arguing the guy that shows up in your chat, sometime Corey something, I forgot his name. Me and him was arguing, debating, and I said Spence is gonna beat the bracing rotors off Mikey. No, he not. He gonna outbox Earl. Mikey can box. I said, man, what's wrong with you people?
They can't help.
What's wrong with you? I said that's an easy fight to predict. I was telling everybody what Earl was gonna do to Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
And they thought Mikey was going to outbox Earl. And there's another channel. What's his name? IBFF, something like that. You know what I'm talking about, Blue?
Mm-hmm.
He's a huge Mikey fan.
Hey, Kurt, Raw Dog said Mikey came from 126.
No, that's an excuse. See, I'm gonna tell you about the weights. When you step on them scales and do the weigh-in for that particular fight, and you at that weight limit, that's what you are. That's what you are. Pacquiao ain't make no excuse. And he was a flyweight at one time. And fought, catch weight, junior middleweight. So Mikey wasn't good enough. It had nothing to do with the weight. He wasn't good enough. So you could fall back on the weight and use the weight as an excuse. He was just outclassed. That's all it was, because he saw something that wasn't there. He saw ghosts.
Yeah, Raw Dog. He started at 126, and Floyd Mayweather started at 130, and he fought Canelo and beat Canelo every single round. So what that have to do with it?
Whatever you weigh, and plus when you call out a guy, be careful what you ask for. He kept calling Earl out. Erling take him serious at the first time, and then I heard that Mikey went to Al, and Al called Earl and said he's serious. So Earl said, "Make the fight," and the fight was made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, he started at 126. So if that's the case, then why you want to see Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence? Because Terrence Crawford started at 132. So why you want to see Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence? He started at 132. He knocking everybody out at welterweight though. Mikey struggled with Jesse Vargas. Come on. Sir Dante Fox, brother back in the super chat. Roy knows more people that Errol fought than he does his own opponents. Leonard blind, and he be on two, always want the young guns to lose. Yeah, man, I don't understand. When he said that, he ain't fight nobody. I'm like, huh? And then, but Kurt to say, I can't put him in the pound for pound because he ain't fight nobody. I'm like, Roy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's really way out left field.
Right. Like, Roy,
I don't know about that. I don't know about Roy.
I'm like, Roy, man. And then he was like, I don't do it for my own fighters. I don't put them in it until they prove it. They gotta prove it. They gotta show me. But I'm like, he's been fighting the best fighters that's available. Like he's fought 3 straight Hall of Famers. What are we talking about, Roy? I'm like, Roy, man, come on. And then the thing is, Kurt, he said, I don't like to say this, especially because we in Dallas. That had me in tears, Kurt. I don't want to say this, especially since we in Dallas, because they going to get mad at me because we in Dallas. You understand? I'm like, Roy, man, I love Roy Jones. I love Roy Jones, but Roy, you, I don't know what you mean. He ain't fighting nobody. It's one thing he just say, I just like Terrence Crawford's skill set better, and I think he's a better fighter. Cool. Trucking through traffic. What's going on? Shaft, what's going on? Shaft said Danny isn't all that. All right, now he's not all that. Danny Garcia has one of the best resumes in boxing. Never said he was, Floyd Mayweather, but come on, man. If you're not elite, you're not good. What are we talking about? Milk it, my brother in the super chat. No matter if I disagree with y'all, I respect y'all. Broner came from the same thing, yet they didn't make them excuses for him. Blue and Kurt on point. Yeah, that's a fact.
That's true.
They ain't say that about Adrian Broner. None of that gets said about Adrian Broner. So why are we saying it about everybody else? Come on, man. And Mikey won the championship at 140. And 3 out of his last 5 fights was at 140. So what do we mean? He moved up 1 weight class. And when he beat Adrian Broner, did anybody complain? Robert Easter? No. And size didn't even play a part because he just outboxed Mikey Garcia. African Sci-Fi Scholar, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Roy signing for a part-time job at ESPN. LOL, he missed the HBO days with those Bruce Lee suits he used to wear. Unreal. Signaling. He's signaling for a part-time job. He used to be in the HBO with Jim Lampley and them, boy, and they, woo.
Yeah.
Woo. So I'm not surprised at all. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up to 1.2K. Get the likes. Hey, Henry, what's going on? Right, and Henry. Danny lost to all champions. That's a fact. The fights he lost is the fights he was supposed to lose. Well, not supposed to, but, he didn't lose fights that he was supposed to lose. I mean, that he wasn't supposed to lose. Well, Danny lost to Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, and Errol Spence. Like, that ain't, you know what I mean? Yeah, Kurt. So yeah, Tyson Fury is saying he's tired of Anthony Joshua. He just posted this, Kurt. He said he's tired of Tyson Fury doing all this talking and not signing the contract. But I thought he signed the contract, though.
Yeah, right.
I thought he signed the contract, though, Kurt. Isn't that what they told us? When they came in, when they fill up the chat, Kurt, and they tell us, yeah, we don't know what we talking about. The fight is happening. The fight is happening. The fight is happening. He signed the contract. Everybody signed the contract. He signed the contract. It's on. He signed the contract. Now Anthony Joshua is saying Tyson Fury need to do less talking and more signing the contract. Well, I thought he signed the contract already. They just told us that 3.5 weeks ago. That all didn't they say this, Kurt? All parties involved signed the contract.
Sure did, but there's a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo pandering. Ain't nothing getting done.
Right. Because they told us that they signed the contract. Everybody went, didn't they go and make all types of video, all these platforms? It's done. The fight is ready to be announced. The contracts are signed. Let's go. Let's go. Well, now they're saying the contract ain't signed. And Eddie Hearn, every like Frank Warren said, I got to keep responding because every other day somebody is saying that Eddie Hearn said they're going to announce it. Skinny Kenny, what's going on? Sylvester Solomon, 2011, what's going on? Gene Groves, Steven Taylor, what's going on? So Frank Warren's like, and then Frank Warren, you heard what he said, Kurt? The money ain't even there.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, Kurt, ain't that what they were saying about Joshua and Deontay Wilder?
Mm-hmm.
You need proof of funds, right? We can't start a fight, right? Isn't that what they say, Kurt?
Yep.
And now Frank Warren and Tyson Fury saying we need proof of funds.
Well, this thing is a quagmire, boy.
Hmm? We need proof of funds. Well, now Frank Warren and Tyson Fury and Bob Arum saying they need proof of funds. Where's the money? August 14th in Saudi Arabia. Where's the money? Amazing, isn't it?
Sure is.
They and people love to believe. They love to. Oh wow, Kurt, Jaylen Brown is out for the season.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big blow. Oof.
Yep. So yeah, Kurt. So we need proof of funds. We need proof of funds. Now they ask for proof of funds. But didn't Eddie Hearn tell us about 4 weeks ago? Go look at my video that there was an investment group willing to put up $200 million for this fight. $100 million a piece is what they told you. Big Lake Show, what's going on? $100 million a piece, Donnie Younger, what's going on? Well, what's going on? Where's the money? Where's the proof of funds? Where is
that fight never got off the ground, man. Never.
No. Where's the proof of funds? Angel Salas, what's going on? Right? There's no proof of funds. You see how it just comes full circle?
Yep. It's only right, poetic justice if Wilder get the fight. He's contractually obligated to fight Wilder, so it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. They told us it was done. When I said it's not happening, oh, it's done. You just with Wilder and you this and you that. Okay. So what's taking so long? Even Frank Warren today, he said, man, you heard what Frank Warren said today, Kurt? Yeah, man, Eddie Hearn been talking about this for 4 months.
Yeah. That's why I say he's trying to will the fight true.
Right.
And ain't nothing going on.
Right.
Can't have a fight, ain't no money.
He said, Eddie Hearn been telling us this for 4 months. So, even Frank Warren and everybody involved, they see the same thing then, huh? They see the same thing. I'm still looking. I'm still wondering what. Now the announcement went from Saturday. Tyson Fury was there. So why did it go from Saturday to now this week, sometime this week?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Really?
You see
Shaft. Go ahead, Kurt.
You see Fury look like he's going to the club, with the shirts and the gold chain.
Mm-hmm.
Fury's a character, man.
And on top of it, Kurt, training in Vegas.
Yeah.
Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.2K. We should have been at 1.2K. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button, people. Salute to Shaft, brother in the super chat. The delay has benefited Wilder. It didn't benefit him. It was always in his favor. Nick J said, "What's the delay on the Spence fight?" I have no clue. Because Nick J, on top of them, they not just delaying his, they ain't announced. Fox BBC didn't announce anything at all. At all. Showtime announced theirs when, Kurt?
Been what, about 2-3 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
3 weeks, 4 months, 4 weeks, something like that.
Fox BBC hasn't announced anything. And my sources that was close to it, that we was expecting an announcement during the Chris Arreola fight. Now that was 2 weeks ago. I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, Shaft. Yeah. Yep, Shaft. Yep. You're right. You're right. He said new training needed time for Wilder. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, it was. I don't know. Even Errol Spence. Remember, he was like, "Man, Fox need to release their schedule." So just by him saying Fox need to release their schedule, they already know he got his fight in place, right?
Yeah, I'm anxious. I want to see this Spence fight, man. What's holding everything up? Come on.
Right. But not just Spence though, Kurt. What about Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, everybody on Fox shot?
Yep.
The whole Fox side. What's going on? Fox PBC in its totality. What's going on with Gary Russell Jr.? What's like? Like, what's going on with that entire side? Like, I'm gonna say this. This is not popular, but sci-fi. The guy, what's going on? We can say what we want about Eddie, right? But he's trying to make that. He's trying to do whatever he can to make that Joshua Fury fight. It's just not in his. It's just not. He don't have the power to do it. But Dyer's Creek Deep, what's going on? Eddie Hearn is he's trying. If he could, he would, Kurt.
Right.
If he could, he would. I don't understand. Like, can you imagine him having Errol Spence and all these fighters, and they just, regardless if we in regardless if we agree with the fight competition or not, they would be in the ring. You see what I'm saying, Kurt? Like, man, what is the holdup? How's like? I mean, they could already be training, obviously, but and so my thing is Keith Keith. Yeah, she said Top Rank been doing their thing during this whole pandemic boxing schedule. Yeah, they have. And the zone. Michael Gardner, brother in Super Chat. I think Fox waiting to see about Wilder. Well, that can't be the case because as soon as Andy Ruiz won, they put up a post saying, "Do you want to see Wilder versus Andy Ruiz?" And why would they be waiting on Wilder when Wilder has to fight on Top Rank's schedule? He has to fight
Right.
on their time because he's not the A side; he's the B side. So he's gonna have to fight on their terms, right, Kurt?
That's true.
So they
I have to
can't,
go to the top rank.
right? So they can't be waiting for him, Kurt.
I don't know. I don't know what could it be. I don't. I have no idea.
Me neither, Kurt. Like it needs to be announced ASAP, though. Like, and my thing is this, like Anthony Taylor, what's going on? My thing is this, Kurt. I just think that it's just I think it's a case of Warren Albert, Bobo, what's going on? I think it's a case of they don't have all the fights signed, so they don't want to announce it in pieces. You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't have all the fights confirmed, so they don't want to announce it in pieces.
So what you think? They're gonna wait till they get the whole schedule down pat?
Right. See, Showtime announced it, but their whole schedule was already confirmed.
Yep.
Down to the Figueroa Neri fight. Cool Boy Steph getting the winner in September. We already know that. You know what I mean? So the winner of that fight is already fighting him. So they got the whole schedule mapped out. And I think that's what I think that's what they're waiting to do as well.
Strange.
Yeah, it just and it's like, man, I just don't understand it, Kurt. Day and the Prophet, Melanated Royalty, what's going on? Jeremy Hauser, what's going on? I don't understand, Kurt, but it just needs to get when you have Errol Spence himself saying, man, they need to announce this fight. Like it's time, you know what I mean? Jalen said, why is Spencer and Derrick James pushing for it to be announced? Yeah, because they tired of sitting on their hands here after hours. What's going on? It's Jalen, that's the thing. It's obvious that they know what's next. That's why they just want it to be announced. You know what I mean? They want it to be announced, Kurt, because they know what's next. You know what I mean? They must or have already agreed on their part for them to say, well, Derrick James, he just reposted what people were saying that it needs to be announced. But Errol Spence, you remember, he came out flat out and said Fox need to announce theirs.
Right.
Flat out. So, Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? Chase the Coin, what's going on? But Kurt, let's get on out of here, man. O'Neal Marston, what's going on? The wife and my daughter is gonna, they got the virtual concerts.
Right.
They get ready to do this virtual concert. So,
oh, okay. That's what's up, Blue.
Yeah, at 9:00. So they getting ready to start making noise, and I don't want no parts of it.
Well, let's get out of here. I just want to say, great show. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the super chats, man. We talking about this boxing business again. We got some great fights. I'm looking forward to Louis Neri and Brandon Figueroa this week. Last week we saw Canelo with the victory over BJ Sanders, and we got for the next 3 or 4 weeks in a row, we got some good quality fights. We're gonna get that Spence fight, but thank you everybody for joining us, the family. Great show, Blue. My name is Curtis Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, Kurt, we got Neri Figueroa this weekend. Then next weekend is Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor. Then the next weekend is Devin Haney, Linares. Then the next weekend is that Floyd Mayweather weekend. They moved the Teofimo Lopez card.
Mm-hmm.
And so then we got that Floyd Mayweather the 5th. And then I don't know what's the second week in June.
I believe we got something. I believe we do have a fight. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah. I know it's a fight at that time. Is it? Man, I can't remember, but I know it's a fight in between there. So we got a good lineup. Yeah, but let's get on down there. Ricky Samuel, what's going on? Oh, Lomachenko. No, he's on
26.
26. On 26. He's on 26. Rasheem Daniels, what's going on? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.